Oh, man. 2 first-round picks is good memes. Memes. He's not even talking. He's just got his stuff.
This wasn't even that. That just means everybody's available.
On today's Part of My Take, presented by DraftKings, we've got a packed show. We got our guy, Johnny Fanta, Johnny Football, Johnny Basketball. We're going to talk some college football with him. We're going to talk some college basketball, which is back. We have the NFL trade deadline, and the Jets have dismantled their team. We're going to get memes reaction. We got double memes reaction. We have this instant reaction at the end of the show when we were taping earlier in the day with Sauce Gardner. And now we're going to get maybe a little bit more of a nuanced, sober-headed memes reaction.
We've been gassing memes up all day.
We have.
I think we got memes in a correct headspace for this take.
The college football playoff committee has gotten together, and they've come out with some rankings. We're going to talk about that. Hot seat, cool throne. Pardon your take from the listeners, and it's all brought to you by Game Time. The NFL's in full swing. Tailgates, pack stands that buzz before kickoff, but getting in, nightmare, queues, price jumps, getting logged out mid-click. All you want is to be there, beer in hand, losing your voice with the crowd. The Game Time app gives the advantage back to fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use. The Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included. So what you see is what you pay. We're looking at tickets for
Patriots at Buccaneers. Weird looking stadium. I'm looking at the stadium layout right now. It's like rectangular.
Wow.
Okay.
You can get
Shots
in.
fired.
You can get in for $251.
Okay.
They do have a pirate ship inside the stadium.
Shots fired.
It's just it's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your comment, Zach?
Not weird. You guys don't have a pirate ship or anything
We have
similar
a lighthouse.
to a pirate ship.
We have something better. We have
Lighthouse
what
so
pirate ship
unassuming.
needs. The pirate ship is trying.
So just to be
That's
clear,
true.
Bill Belichick, Jordan, not weird. Buccaneers member. Oh no, what was it?
No, Tom Brady cloning his
Tom
dog.
Brady. Yeah, that's right. No, Tom Brady talking to teams and calling the games while owning a team. Not weird. The Raymond James Stadium, weird.
correct.
Okay.
Tom Brady cloning his dog. Weird.
Not weird.
We haven't talked about that.
Yeah, we will talk about that. Take the guess. We're going to buying NFL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code PMT for $20 off the first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code PMT for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Part of My Take, presented by DraftKings. The crown is yours. Today is Wednesday, November 5th, and the NFL trade deadline has passed, and the New York Jets have dismantled their team. A top 5 defense.
This feels like it was the one trade deadline that delivered. Because every other time, they're like, oh, get ready. It's going to be a crazy trade deadline, and then nothing happens. You get like a third-string wide receiver that gets moved for a fifth-round pick, and that's about it. Hank just shook his head when I said that this was a crazy trade deadline.
Well, the Patriots did nothing.
Didn't deliver for me.
Didn't do anything. So the beauty of this is we taped a lot of the show earlier in the day, and to start Pardon Your Take, we have literally the moment that Sauce Gardner got traded in Memes Reaction, where I think it was just he was just staring and didn't know what to say.
Some insane breaking moves in Pardon Your Take.
Insane breaking news. Memes. You now have had a few hours to digest everything. The Jets have traded Sauce Gardner for 2 first-round picks. The Jets then traded Quinnen Williams for a first-round pick to the Cowboys. How are you feeling now? I know that the rebuild, you just did this 3 years ago, and you're doing it again. And you also, I want to have my guy Memes back real quick. He got fired on Madden for this.
Yeah. No, Memes is Sam Hinkie.
Yeah.
You remember what happened with the 76ers? Like they crucified Sam Hinkie for doing the right thing. They booed Memes because he was wrong. Mm-hmm. They fired him. They thought he was wrong. And guess what, Memes? Turns out you were right. You were more right than anybody.
Yeah. So how are you feeling?
Feeling great actually right now.
Oh.
They turned 2 players into potentially 6. It's just sad because you want people to come into your organization. You want them to be Jets for life. We thought we had that with Quinn Williams. Thought we had that with Sauce Gardner.
Yep.
And unfortunately, it's just time to rebuild again.
Do you think you'll get players as good as Quinn Williams and Sauce Gardner with those 6 picks? That's pretty much the question. Or those 3 picks that you got.
I think so. I just think they didn't want to waste their prime on 2 back-to-back losing seasons because we've already established next season's also going to suck because of the schedule.
Yeah.
This is part of the 2-year plan.
But
this is a 2-year plan.
I think you're close to it. It wouldn't do you guys any good to have those players on your team. That's what the concern for you guys is. It's
because you're 1-7 with them,
right?
And the Quinn Williams record, unfortunately, on the Jets was like 30-61 with 0 playoff appearances since he was drafted. So you just gotta try something new.
Yeah,
it's huge for the Colts. The Colts got a lot better.
Yeah, this is mass for the Colts. Sauce is still having a good year, even though people claim he's a holding merchant. But
who claims that?
The internet.
Okay.
Oh, well, you should stop reading the internet sometimes.
Yeah.
No, Sauce is still really good. He's just wasting his prime, and you just need pass rushers to rebuild from instead of corners.
So, Memes, this is the 2-year plan that you set forth because right now you're stocked next year, and then 2027, which many people are calling maybe the best draft class of all time. I read that take online a few times today. You're going to be stocked with picks. You got a haul. I would even say, Memes, I dare say, fleeced. I think you fleeced the Cowboys.
I would say fleeced too. It's just the sad part is it's the same exact thing as 3 years ago. You have three first-round picks. You have 2. You have 2 next year, 3 the year after, but it's the same as the Zach Wilson into the 3 picks.
Right. And the Quinn Williams trade, that is a fleecing. I don't know why the Cowboys are doing that. The Cowboys, we're going to talk about Monday Night Football in a second. The Cowboys, it makes no sense why Jerry Jones thinks this is the team that he should go all in on.
All in my ass.
It also made me think the Micah Parsons trade was actually a steal for the Packers because Micah Parsons is more impactful than Sauce Gardner. They went for the same amount, right? I don't know if there was more picks.
I think they upgraded a pick.
Okay.
I think 1 pick might have been upgraded in that. But yeah, ultimately Jerry Jones, like if this was his master plan, I don't really understand the master plan.
Yeah, Jerry Jones. My way of saying this is Jerry Jones is the big loser in all of this because he traded for a guy on a season that things aren't going well, and then also watched Micah Parsons should have gone. Micah Parsons should have gone. If you went Micah Parsons and Sauce Gardner, who goes for more?
Are you saying Sauce? Do you mean Quinn Williams or Sauce Gardner?
No, I'm saying it's
Sauce
a
Gardner
double.
got the same compensation.
It's a double loser for Jerry Jones because he traded for Quinn Williams for seemingly no reason, and also Sauce Gardner went for 2 picks. And obviously contracts are different. Sauce Gardner's under contract, right? Micah Parsons had to sign a new contract, but still, that it feels like Jerry Jones should have gotten more for Micah Parsons. Is my big point.
I would say
Big loser Jerry Jones.
I would say that's an absolutely fair take about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it means although it's painful right now, this was the right thing to do. This is right. You had to do it.
Yeah, you had to do it. You're 1-7 with him, and you got AD Mitchell back.
Yeah.
Even though Colts
I
fans
saw
are saying
someone say it was
I think
AD Bitchell.
that's tough.
Yeah. What you got into it with Colts fans? How'd that go?
It went okay. I just told people you live in Indiana.
Good take.
Okay,
Fair.
nice. And then I love Indianapolis. I think it's a great city, underrated city. We do go there a lot. Memes.
Yep.
That's okay.
But that's
You
still
say 10
that's still a
toes down.
very fair thing for memes to say in the
Yeah.
moment. Like
Yeah, no,
you're
he
mad
was-
online, and so yeah, you're entitled to.
Yeah, they got
be mad
turbines.
online.
What do you think about?
They have what?
They got wind turbines.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Renewable energy.
In
Not
your-
a fan
in your
of
face.
it. In your face. What about Diana Rossini? How did you feel? How she handled
Wind
today?
turbines are a sham.
What?
Sorry.
What did you
Continue.
say? What?
Wind turbines hurt more than they help,
Go on.
especially in the ocean
Ocean.
The ocean, the whales. They don't think about the whales.
or any of the animals. And if the wind turbines break, then it fucks up the entire
Ocean.
ecosystem.
What do you think about offshore drilling?
Out.
I'll say this. I don't know enough about any of this shit to give you a confident take. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Like wind turbines,
I
if
have
you
a
said,
take.
hey, give me a take, good or bad, I'd be like, I don't fucking know.
I have a take about wind turbines.
They're not good.
If we're going to keep building them, We should build them the same way that the Dutch built them back in like the 1400s.
What
like,
has changed
the
since
wooden
we started
ones,
building wind turbines?
The wooden ones
Has
with
your
the like
electricity bill
slats
gone down?
and the nice
Nope.
shingles on them.
We can't
It
get
make
onto
the
this
countryside look
turbine
good.
tangent.
Kinda like it.
We can't
Hey,
get onto this
memes
wind
started
turbine
it.
tangent.
Memes did start it, and Hank's. I'll look into it, Hank. You know what? I always give you things you got to look into and reports you have to come back. I'm going to look into wind turbines for you, and I'm going to let you know my thoughts.
You just got to go to Indiana.
I do think that Jerry Jones.
I don't know if they're good or bad. I just look at them and know if they're good or bad.
Yeah, make a determination.
So we're just going off vibes.
Off vibes.
Vibes, I'm going to say they're good, but I don't. Hank's give me facts about all the ocean being all the animals. So now I'm thinking they're bad.
I know the ocean ones are bad. Maybe the
Let's reel it back in here, boys.
The
Let's
ones,
reel it
the
back
ones,
in
the ones
here.
in the Atlantic Ocean bad. Indiana ones might
We're
be
doing
all right.
a little idiot jazz. Give
I
us a
was-
second.
I know.
I
I think we've
about-
done enough. Let's get back to football.
This is the trade deadline analysis you get from Hank, but the Patriots don't do anything.
Memes started it.
Memes did start it.
Memes
Why
said
did you
one
start
thing.
it?
You went into like a.
I just said they are
analytical-
bad.
Okay.
I did appreciate what Jerry Jones said, though. He did an interview on Sirius on Monday, and he said, What you have is a little bit of my philosophy, controversy. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Not serial killing, not that, but controversy.
Okay.
The Dallas Cowboys probably have the kind of interest that we have in no small part because we stay out front and we stay controversial. When it gets slow, I stir that shit up. That's a great
He's
take by
right.
Jerry. He's 100% right
Shit
about
gets
that.
a little slow. He just gets in there and starts stirring shit up. All right, Memes, how do you think Diana Rossini, our good friend, award-winning journalist, I don't know if she actually has won an awards, but you know what?
I think she won a takey.
She won an award for her journalism with Max on the airplane. So, award-winning journalist Diana Rossini, how would you say she handled today?
I think she found out information from other teams and reported on it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You weren't mad about the dismantling of the top 5 defense. I heard you saying she's getting text directly from Joe Douglas.
Yeah, I mean, that's obvious.
Okay.
I would say Robert Saleh.
Also Robert Saleh.
That seems like
I don't think Bob cares.
I think he cares a little bit.
It could be his brother.
I think Joe Douglas probably cares more than Bob Saleh because Bob Saleh.
I mean,
is-
Howie Roseman said, he was just like, good luck. He said that to me when we were at the Eagles thing.
Oh.
He said, "Oh, you want to talk to Joe Douglas? Good luck with the Jets," and then just left.
That's good reporting by Memes.
Great reporting.
So we actually did. I FaceTimed Diana to have her say a little word of encouragement to Memes, and she actually just made it so much worse. She just kept digging.
She was just wrong, instantly proven wrong.
what
She
happened?
was like, "Oh, I'm hearing a deal for Brees Hall's done," and then it was immediate. Brees Hall's not being
Wait,
traded.
Memes, you know she was just saying that to make you
No, she
angry.
wasn't.
That's literally what she was doing. She just kept saying things to make Memes more and more, and it worked, to her credit. Memes, I'm glad that you're thinking better of it. I had a crazy idea today. We've talked about this, I think, before, but I think the Jets are in a position, looking at the 2027 draft, where they could pull this off. They have how many first-round picks? 3?
5.
First-round picks in 2027.
Oh, 2027. 3.
They have
Yes.
3 first-round picks. Why don't they draft, hypothetically, Sayan and Underwood
Yeah. Take
on the
them all.
team? And then, like the Jets, you need a quarterback. It's been a long time since you've had a quarterback. This is the time. I would do it if I were the Jets. I'd say fuck it, and then I just trade the one that doesn't get the starting job.
So do what Washington did.
Yeah, but 2 first-round picks.
Use them all on quarterback.
Kirk Cousins had.
I mean, in theory,
Kirk Cousins has
that's
had a long career.
Look how it's working for the Browns. They took 2 quarterbacks in this draft.
not in the first round.
Yeah, I know, but it's still double up.
Maybe even fuck it. Let's get crazy. Let's take 3.
Yeah. Take one late. Shane also was in the trade deadline. He got an offensive lineman. I just had one question for Shane, the Chargers. Shane, our Chargers fan. Shane, you got Trey Penning from the New Orleans Saints. Why were you Googling Trey Penning bad guy?
Because I remembered a couple years ago there was something that happened at training camp where he got kicked out for like a week straight of just like ensuing violence upon the opposing team at the training camp. So
And what did you find out?
he did do that.
Okay.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
Are you happy you got offensive line help?
I'm happy we have people who are alive
Okay.
and play the position of offensive line.
Are you going to Romeo Dobbs us? Joe Alt's in a better place?
He there's no worse place in the NFL than on the offensive line of the Los Angeles Chargers.
So he's not in a better place.
Anywhere
No,
is
he
a better
is.
place.
He is,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he's
he is.
not on it
He's
right
not
now.
on it, yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you, Shane. That was it.
Good analysis, Shane.
It was just very funny because Quig's got a little gotcha culture going around Barstool Sports. It was just Shane Googling Trey Penning bad guy.
Shane,
question mark.
He's just been saying all day he's alive. Trey Penning is an alive man.
The
And
Saints
that's
also
big upgrade.
They traded Rashid Shaheed.
I
was
love
good.
that. Love
Yeah.
that for Seattle.
Seattle's good,
Yeah.
and Chris Olave did not get traded. Brees Hall did not get traded.
Kamara did not get traded.
I feel bad for Brees Hall. He wanted out so bad. All his friends left. Now he's like, if you're on the Jets, how do you get up for this game?
We're talking about the sad smiley that Brees tweeted out,
Yeah.
and Memes was like, "You got to trade the guy if he does a sad smiley." I think the sad smiley was because his friends are gone.
What about the GIF he tweeted when it was like the guy waiting at a door, like peeking behind,
Seeing if he was going to get traded.
and they deleted it?
Yeah, maybe they didn't get a good enough offer. I feel like 3rd round pick, you probably make that move, Memes.
Yeah, I think the best one they got was a 4th round.
Memes, this is also like I know that Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams were good players, but now you could be Hall of Famers. You never know what a draft pick is.
You got 5 first.
Like
round
you just
picks
get
here.
excited about draft picks. Like this draft pick could be something even better.
Yeah, and they did get the better of the Cowboys pick in 2027.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So if either the Packers or Cowboys,
So-
whoever's worse, that's who they get. And Jerry Jones can't trade any of those picks next year either.
Yeah.
They have to wait to see what the pick is.
Brick did it again.
Damn. That's some good GMing.
I also said like that makes draft day so much fun.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that whole prep just made like you just
You're
have months of like fun football.
Yeah,
to like
draft day is about you.
yes, it's
Draft day's always been about me.
I understand, but
this is
he's
extra
right.
about you.
When the Bears had the 1st and 9th pick or whatever it
Yeah.
was awesome. It's
That's-
like, oh my God, what are we gonna do?
I don't like that spin zone of it, but
Okay.
You're
Okay,
going
that's
to
fair.
love
I'm
it
trying to
during the
pump you
draft,
up.
though.
I love you as a
You're-
brother.
You're going to be so pumped up in the draft.
Yeah. Like wait,
You're going to
think about
Memes. Imagine how many mock drafts you're going to go through. Here. This might make you happy. Think about how mad you're going to get at some of the mock drafters out there.
yeah.
You're going to love that.
Memes. Think about late April this year and next year. We have Todd McShay on the show, and the first question out of our mouth is, what are the Jets going to do? Don't laugh, Hank. We're pumping them up.
yeah.
That will be the question. What are the Jets going to do? They have every pick in the first round.
That's 2027.
2027.
2027.
2026.
Yeah, that'll be
awesome,
fun.
though.
2027 will be fun.
Okay, so there you go.
I'm with you.
Okay.
We only traded away 2 players.
Yeah. I think it was, you'll hear the shock of the Sauce Gardner trade later on in the show where Memes, I think he was like, we're going to trade everyone.
No,
And then that
I
didn't
thought
happen.
I thought they were going to trade everyone.
Right. And that didn't happen.
No, the biggest thing with that group is just they're the what if group, and it was just completely ruined by Zach Wilson, and they didn't keep Sam Darnold
And Aaron Rodgers'
and
Achilles.
Aaron Rodgers' Achilles.
I did like how Memes' initial reaction right when the news was breaking. He tweeted back-to-back GIFs. He just memes his way through it. He tweeted the Michael Scott meme, and then he tweeted after like a couple minutes of thinking it through, the Alonzo Mourning, I'm pissed off. Maybe this is good meme. It showed you going through the stages of grief.
Yeah, telling it through memes.
Through memes. It was a beautiful thing to watch.
No, it's a great trade. It's just you just want those guys on your team forever,
Yeah.
and if it is better because you're getting out now. You will never get a better package for Sauce Gardner than that.
How quickly do you think he's going to get a deal with St. Elmo Steakhouse
Oh, yeah.
for the cocktail sauce?
Oh, yeah.
Cocktail sauce
It's
Gardner.
already done.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll play golf with Sauce over the summer.
In Indy, your
Yeah,
favorite
we'll
city.
meet him. We'll meet him in the middle. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
All right.
I just need Indianapolis, Green Bay, and Dallas to all suck.
Okay.
Love that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other trade deadline? Hank, you're pissed you guys didn't do anything.
Yeah, weird. I was just waiting, especially after the Sauce news. It was like, all right,
Other teams are loading up.
Give us Brees. Announce Brees.
I do think the Colts like that. Was
Announce
a big
Kamara. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened behind the scenes. It's just they're now in a spot where they have to stay healthy, and I just hope it's not one of those things in January where you're like, I wish we had made a move at the deadline for a defensive player or a running back.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about wide receiver?
I like our wide receiver corpse.
Your corpse.
Corpse.
Yeah, your a solid corpse. I like that the Jags got Jacoby Meyer.
Yeah.
That was good, but I have no idea who the Raiders are going to be throwing passes to. Obviously,
Brock.
Yeah, that's going
Build
to
the
be
whole team out of Brock.
the
Bowers.
entire offense is going to be Brock.
Mm-hmm. What are you gonna say, Max? Oh yeah, Max, you got some.
Yeah, I mean,
Howie did it again.
Howie's
happened on
Howie's so
Monday.
good that it doesn't even matter. He just does it again, and everyone's like, "Oh, whatever, it's Howie."
Jalen Phillips.
Jalen Phillips, very good edge rusher. Exactly what we needed. We gave up a 3rd-round pick, and if he's really good, we'll just get a 3rd-round pick back.
Wow, Howie did it again.
Howie did it again.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, no. Win right now. Go play some football. Nolan Smith coming back. Jalen Phillips added. We got a bunch of corners that kind of shit, but maybe one of them can be good.
So
And then we're back.
must win Monday?
Yeah, everything's a must win.
You know it's a must win for the Packers. It is.
Yeah.
Just a fact. It's not a can't lose.
Yes,
It's,
I mean,
it's
yeah, of
it's
course.
it's a must win for the Packers.
Yeah. The Bears got a 1st-round pick from 2021. Joe Tyrone Shoyinka. He was on the Browns. He was the 1st-round pick, the last pick in the 1st round from the Bucks in 2021. But that's a 1st-round pick.
You got a 1st-round pick,
I
yeah.
think he has 0 stats this year. But it doesn't matter. It's a 1st-round pick.
He's rested.
You got a 1st-round pick grade on this guy.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Low mileage.
Yeah. No, we need anybody on the defensive line. So
I was just glad to see trades happen at the trade deadline.
yeah.
You know that Howie was fiending. Like once he saw the picks flying around.
But Howie did it all before the
I
trade
know,
deadline.
but still, he thought his job was done. Then he sees these picks going all around, and he's like, "Come on, maybe just one, maybe just a small trade."
I feel go ahead.
I feel like the fact that he did it before and then all the picks started flying around, he was like, I did it without flying around a bunch of picks.
Yeah.
He did it before
again.
before
Howie
the
did it
picks
again.
started flying.
I feel like the Ravens got some good. They just got bodies. They made like 3 or 4 trades. Got some depth.
They'll need those.
Yeah, they'll need some bodies. Just trade for some bodies. Okay, should we talk? Yeah, they got edge rusher. Yeah, from Tennessee. So they got some bodies. Jermont Jones. That would be good. Good for them. Ravens are going to go to the playoffs. I think we all agree.
Yeah.
They're a playoff team. Okay, real quick. The college football rankings are out. The 12 teams in the playoffs, if they started right now, would be Ohio State 1, Indiana 2, Texas A&M 3, Alabama 4, Georgia 5, Ole Miss 6, BYU 7, Texas Tech 8, Oregon 9, Notre Dame 10, Texas 11, Oklahoma 12. So, big takeaways from this. One, that is wrong because Oklahoma would not be in. It would be Memphis, who's the highest ranked Group of 5 team as of right now. Big takeaways. Number one, they love Notre Dame. That was the biggest takeaway because Notre Dame, and I think Notre Dame's very good. I think Notre Dame is a playoff worthy team, but Notre Dame came in at 10. Miami, who beat Notre Dame in the first week of the season, came in at 18. Guess it doesn't really matter. It's, it just doesn't matter. The game that was played does not matter anymore. And more egregious than that, I would say, because Miami has faltered and the SMU loss was bad and all that stuff. They're 12.5-point favorites. The bigger thing is that Notre Dame is ranked ahead of both Texas and Oklahoma, which didn't make a ton of sense.
Right, but if those teams continue to win, I feel like they could jump Notre Dame.
Yeah, none of this matters right now. It's more like, hey, the big takeaway is the ACC is fucked. The ACC is going to get one team in.
Yeah.
The ACC's top-ranked team was Virginia at 14. Now, the ACC also has a bunch of cannibalization that could take place. Virginia is at the top of the ACC right now. They're undefeated in conference. They're 8-1 overall. Their only loss being to NC State, which was a non-conference game.
Right. Remember that.
Yeah, they played a non-conference. They have a 2-year non-conference scheduling, Virginia and NC State. So they're 5-0 in the ACC. Their one loss being to NC State.
I do like that we're going to have.
Which is very funny.
I like that the matchups that we get before the playoff starts that are technically kind of playoff games. Like you could make the argument that there's one this weekend.
Yeah.
BYU Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Right? That could be a playoff game. That probably is a playoff game.
That won't be interesting because it will be if Texas Tech beats BYU and then they play again in the Big 12 championship and BYU beats Texas Tech, then they both could possibly get in. There's some tricky it looks like the Big 12 will get one or two. The ACC has to basically walk a tightrope to get two in at this point. Their best chance of getting two in is, weirdly enough, Georgia Tech not getting to the ACC championship game but winning out, which would be a win against Georgia. So them not being in the ACC championship game, the winner of the ACC championship game would go, and Georgia Tech with only one loss and Georgia Tech lost to, I can't remember. Who did they lose
Georgia
to?
Tech
They lost to
NC State.
NC State, that's right. They lost to NC State. There's a lot of cannibalization, like I said, that's going to go on in the ACC.
And then 1 and 2, Ohio State, Indiana. I know some Indiana fans were hoping that they would get number 1, but it doesn't really. In fact, I could make the argument that it might be better for Indiana to be number 2 than number 1.
Yeah.
Because they've got more of a chip now when they do play against Ohio State.
Yeah.
And maybe it's more the other way around, where if Ohio State was ranked number 2, then they would really have something to prove and beat the piss out of Indiana if they played.
Yeah. All right. So here was my big Texas, Oklahoma, and again, this is all. They're just putting this out here, and we should also remind everyone the nice thing about the 12-team playoff is we are not sitting here arguing who is better between, like, if we went all the way back to the BCS, how Texas A&M is getting screwed. That's not an argument right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not an argument about undefeated teams. It's about, the teams on the fringe. But I do think that the Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Texas rankings makes no sense. And I'm more questioning what these old guys are doing in this conference room, because Notre Dame, and again, I think Notre Dame is very good. And I was saying after week 2, they're going to go to the playoff. Notre Dame's best win is against USC, and their losses are Texas A&M, Miami. 2 good losses, right? Texas's best win is Oklahoma and Vanderbilt, both ranked 12 and 16, and their losses are against Ohio State, the number 1 team, and Florida. Yeah, that's a bad loss. And then Oklahoma has also 2 ranked wins, Michigan and Tennessee. Their losses against Ole Miss and Texas, both ranked teams. So it just doesn't make sense to me why Notre Dame is ahead of those 2 teams. But again, it doesn't really matter because it will all figure itself out. If Texas runs the table, they will be very deserving to go in. They have to go play Georgia at Georgia. Like, Oklahoma has the hardest schedule in the world. The interesting thing will be if Oklahoma finishes 9-3, could they somehow get in because of their schedule is so hard and they had to run a gauntlet? But it will all figure itself out. It's fun to have rankings. It's fun to see what it could possibly be, the bracket out. It's just fun.
I love seeing Iowa in there, too. I was pissed off when Iowa was not in the top 25.
AP sucks.
AP sucks. It stinks. It doesn't make any sense sometimes. Some of the people don't watch the games, which is tough. I think some AP voters don't actually even look at the scores of the games.
Yeah.
They just get their ballot.
Yeah.
And they go off vibes.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, respect. It's a list it's meant for us to get mad at. This actually means something. I think for the most part, this one was tough to screw up too badly.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, any other college football? I mean, Miami, we talked about it with Johnny Fanta. We just got to put a reminder that when the clock turns to November, because we were high on Miami.
Yep, I was.
And
I was very high.
And they just do this.
Yeah.
It just happens.
I was off that Miami pack.
Yep, and it just happens.
Yep.
Any other thoughts about college football rankings, Hank? The last thing I had was Red Panda's back, officially. She came back tonight at the United Center.
I forgot about Red Panda.
Yeah, because she got injured.
Yeah.
And then she also, halftime, Bulls came back from 24 down. Josh Giddey, back-to-back triple doubles. I was very wrong about Josh Giddey. He's been awesome this year. They beat who'd they beat?
Who'd they beat, Max?
So this is just going to be the one NBA game we talk about.
We talked about
one.
We would have talked about 2 if the Wizards had beaten the Sixers.
We talked about it on Hot Seat Cool Throne on fucking Tuesday.
I was locked and loaded. I bought League Pass in the 4th quarter of the Wizards Sixers game just in case we won, so I could bring it up on part of my take.
PFT died so I could live.
Yeah.
It was just basically whoever could beat the Sixers.
Celtics beat the Sixers, actually.
Oh, that's right.
Sixers
In the
also
cup.
beat the Celtics. We didn't talk about that.
In the cup,
In
though.
the cup.
Who
But yeah,
won-
Red
who won-
Panda was back, and Josh Giddey was awesome, and Vooch hit the big three.
How many
And
points did he
watching,
have?
Watching Embiid play at the end was ugh.
He was very good the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, but winning time, buddy. 24-point comeback. You guys didn't score a field goal in the last, 4.5 minutes.
All right, it's fucking November.
We're just breaking down ball. We love ball here.
Yeah, we love to. Congrats on the win. Congrats on the win in November.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Josh Giddey was awesome.
Josh Giddey, awesome.
Awesome. Triple-double. Back-to-back. Pretty fucking cool.
So
He had
fucking
29,
cool.
15, and
That's
12.
so cool.
Thank you.
I don't think.
And Red Panda back.
I don't think Max thinks
Red
it's cool.
Panda's been back.
I think
No,
Max
she
is lying.
hasn't.
You want to bet?
When was she back?
Amazon stream before during what?
She's not
what
that
game?
tall.
The game from a couple weeks.
Yeah.
What game?
The game. Richard Sherman was chucking up threes.
What game?
Los Angeles Chargers.
Red Panda was back for a football game? That doesn't count.
They were in studio.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah.
That's
not
okay, Max. Wrong.
Panda.
In
She's
studio?
back. Yeah,
No,
she's
this
back.
is her first time in front of the crowd.
But she's back. Like she was doing it again on TV.
Wait, was that? No, that looked like that was at a game. No, that's 2024, idiot.
Well, she was doing it in studio.
Okay, well, studio doesn't count. That was a warm up. That's preseason. I'm talking about real life. Everyone, well, half the people sitting in their seats, half the people taking pisses, getting popcorn. Red Panda
And
back.
you can't even watch it on fucking League Pass. So that
What do you mean? I watched the whole game in the cave.
No, but you can't watch Red Panda on League Pass because you can't watch the Bulls on League Pass.
Well, they showed some highlights. I saw her. You don't respect Red Panda. You're salty
you don't
about this
respect
loss.
that. Isn't even true.
Yeah, it is.
I'm respecting her more. I paid attention to her work.
No, she was doing.
I paid attention to her work, which makes me
Amazon.
So I
stream.
respect
No.
Red Panda.
Hank, hit us with the wind turbine fact. You find anything?
Nope.
Okay.
They might be all right.
Oh,
I don't know. This might be big turbine though. I don't trust the internet.
So you have been Googling it.
I did a little bit of research. I know the ones in the ocean are bad.
Okay.
Like one in the ocean off of Cape Cod collapsed and just completely fucked up the entire ecosystem.
Damn.
The ones on
You love the ecosystem.
yeah, especially the aquatic ones. The ones on land, I don't have much historical research based on them.
What about
but
the ones on golf courses? Mini golf courses.
They seem to be all right for my limited Google searching.
Okay.
Also, shout out.
You want to read that tweet for me real quick, by the way?
the return of a legend in a fucking studio, dude.
NBA on
That's
Prime.
not a
the
real
return
game.
of a legend.
That's not a real game.
Ooh.
You know that's not a real game.
Ooh.
That's like Joel Embiid when he comes back to practice and then doesn't play for months and months and months.
Ooh, the
That's
return
not
of a legend.
No, that's not real.
Turbines kill hundreds of thousands of birds and bats annually through collisions.
Oh, not bats.
Damn. What are we gonna do without bats? Not have COVID?
No, we would still have.
Yeah, we still would. Absolutely. True.
Pangolins.
100% true. Shout out, last thing, shout out Hawaii Pacific University for D2 upsetting Boise. Crazy. Their college is in a strip mall.
What's next to it?
A literal strip mall.
Like,
Look
are we
at
talking
this.
about a nail salon? Or are we talking about?
That's their college.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's a strip mall.
I like that. Looks like it's got like an ice cream store, probably a Mexican food place.
Their gym that they played at was a former Franciscan Adult Day Center facility. Fuck yes. And they beat Boise.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. College hoops are back.
This school looks sick. Hank
Yeah,
would
it
go to
does.
this school.
Hank would definitely go to this school. He'd flunk out of this school.
No, he wouldn't.
No. What? No, yeah, you would.
Yeah,
Living in
I'd
Hawaii?
become a local.
There's no way he would go to class at that school.
Be oos.
But maybe he would be like in such a good headspace that
Let
he
me
would
see
just
the
be in a
freshman
good
dorm
place to
tour.
succeed.
Real quick.
What
Hit
kind of majors they got?
Probably something about the ocean, saving the ocean with the wind turbines.
Let's see what their tuition is.
Okay, this is,
No,
is this our
not
host.
like taking down the wind turbine.
This is a good start. That host, yeah. Look, Barnes and Noble.
$33,000 a year. That looks like a bargain to just live there.
This is an awesome.
This place looks sick.
We need an AWL who can give us boots on the ground. What's going on here? Because this looks awesome. You just basically go on vacation.
Oh, they do have an ice cream store.
Hawaii Pacific. Imagine being the hoops players coming back from Boise. Mm-hmm. You hit the Barnes and Noble, and everyone's going crazy. Now we're just seeing a girls' dorm room. What's going on right now?
They're stoked on life.
Party.
There, it says.
This might not even be. Is this the same school? This just
yeah.
says Hawaii dorm.
It's a dorm room.
Oh, Hawaii. No, I'm
Yeah.
a fucking idiot.
Oh, it's just the university. No, that's Hawaii Pacific University.
Yeah, that's.
I just read the. I just read the
random
first.
girls'
I just read
dorm
the
room.
first.
What?
They got Panda inner tubes there.
All right,
That's
we're
cool.
looking at her trash. Looks like she recycles. Shout out.
This video could be better made.
Not
I'll
a
say.
lot.
Oh,
of
the
counter
waterworks. Their sink was just
They got a
on.
microwave.
They got everything.
There's way too many details in this tour. I need to
we
see
wanted
the
a tour
room.
we wanted a tour of the campus, not.
No, you said click on Hawaii dorm tour. There's a girl.
What
What is
is-
It showed her pantry. She's got snacks.
No, I wanted to see the. Oh well, yeah. I guess I did say click on the. I thought it was gonna be like showing all the dorms, not just one random chick's. Oh, dude, chicks love putting on lights up like flashy lights right above their bed in their freshman dorm. Love it. They love that shit. Look at those lights. Light show. It's where I fell in love. Okay. That's everything. Why are there kids introducing it? All right, we're big Hawaii Pacific University fans. This might be our school. They're D2 though, so we're never going to see them again.
That's the perfect university to care about for one day. I love it.
Yeah, the yesterday was theirs. Also, Stephen Pearl almost lost in his opening game, which would have been very funny to Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah, but then he took a shot at the football program in his post-game press conference, talking
Nice.
about like how we're close. We're
Yeah.
close. We're close to being great. That was good. I appreciated that.
Okay, let's kick it back to ourselves. We're going to talk.
So we also had Duke in Texas tonight, right?
Yep.
We're going to talk to
Duke
Johnny
killed him.
Johnny Fanta a little bit. Get ready to hear every single night of this NCAA basketball season that Carlos Boozer's son was named after Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready to hear that.
He's good.
It's
crazy.
He's really good, but that is a fact. You know what? I'm just going to start saying people forget that Cameron Boozer was named after Cameron Indoor Stadium.
It's also a big time holy shit I'm old moment because I remember like 9 years ago watching Boozer's like two fat kids run around in his driveway shooting hoops.
You know
and
what?
now he's one of the best players in college basketball.
You know what's really fucking me up? If you look at the birthdays for kids that are now freshmen in college.
Oh yeah, what is it? 2005? No, 7.
2007.
That's when I graduated college.
Yeah, 2007.
That's
It
sick.
fucked me up bad when I first saw that.
Okay.
I'm old.
Okay. Yeah. But you got a new haircut.
Got the mullet.
We should have mentioned that off the top.
I got the mullet.
You're as young as your haircut,
I got the mullet rocking.
and you're looking great.
Third time. I'm a third-time mullet haver. I had it when I was 12 years old. I had it when I was 17, 18 years old, and now we're back.
At 40.
I just got sick. Yeah, at 40. I just got Mike Gundy worked for him.
Dude, I think it looks awesome.
I think it looks pretty good. I got
It works for your body, too.
Thank you. I got a question for you, Big Cat.
Yeah.
I decided to do the mullet on Saturday, and then I was at the rugby game, and there were a shitload of cool looking mullets there. I've wanted a mullet, and I was finally like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then I was about to get it done today, and I brought Pug out to the barber to get the behind the scenes footage. I was like, Pug, I just want you to know I'm not doing this because I'm going through like a Britney Spears moment where she's having like a mental breakdown because of Jaden Daniels' elbow. And I'm just deciding to cut all my hair off. Maybe that's 5% of what it is. But for the most part, I decided to do this on Saturday. Big Cat, I have a question for
What'd
you.
your mom
Yeah.
say?
My mom, I guess she just found out. Mom, I got a mullet. She's seen me with a mullet before. Yeah. My mom thinks I look handsome, probably. I got a question for you, Big Cat, regarding the mullet.
Yes.
And I want you to know that you can answer this openly and honestly.
Okay.
Were you upset that I didn't tell you that I was going to get a haircut?
Not at all.
Okay.
If you had cut all your hair, I would have been.
I just okay. I just want to check in on that.
No,
'cause
that's not. You're not changing. If you had, if you had come back in here and had a buzz cut, I would have been like, dude, could you give me a heads up? Like, I need to. not that I can tell you one way or another, but it would have been mentally fucked me up.
Yeah.
I saw the mullet. I was like, this rocks. I think we had it live on the Yak. I was like, that's awesome.
I didn't know, and I thought to myself, like, is this one of those relationships where you're like, you didn't tell me that you were going to shave?
If you cut your hair, I would have been disappointed if you didn't give me a heads up.
Yeah.
Just a heads up, because I like your hair, and it would have been shocking to me.
I like it too. I feel powerful, and I feel like
You look powerful.
I've spiritually had a mullet for quite some time, and it goes well with the El Camino, which is the mullet of cars, business in the front, party in the back.
Perfect timing for the El Camino to be done for the year.
So I'm moving. I'm storing my El Camino on my head for the wintertime.
You just transferred it.
All right, so when I got it cut, I actually walked in, and man, all the boys were pumped, fired up, and then I got back to the part of my Tech Producers Corner.
Yeah.
And the reaction there was way different.
What happened?
The reaction there, memes just stops, and he just looked at me.
He was going through jets.
He was, which I understood. And
He also used to have great flow. He just gave up on it.
yeah, so so I think it'll be in PMTV, but memes just stops mid sentence, and he just stares at me, and I'm like, yeah, memes. He's like, it looks. And then he just never finished that sentence. It hung out there for about 7 seconds. And then Max got scared.
Why did Max get scared?
I was just nervous for you because of like myself. If I were to do like, you can't go back. Like he can't go back to his hair. Like,
what do you mean?
You just have to be this guy forever.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
The thing about
2
hair
years.
is it
100%
grows.
not true.
Hair grows.
What do you mean?
It's going to take 2 years for him to go back to long hair.
Is that true?
Yes.
Probably about 2 years. But
yes.
I can't wait.
That's what made me nervous because it was like if I
that is a long time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yes.
I thought it was like a month.
You should get a bob.
Because look at the
what?
front of his hair. Like
Get a bob.
The front of his hair has to match the, and it's either like it's either you go for a
I
really
know what he's
weird
saying.
awkward
Yeah,
phase.
yeah, I know what he's
You just
saying.
have to be a mullet guy forever now.
I know what he's
or
saying.
you're going to go short hair.
No. Listen,
You have. There's no choice.
don't try to bring
I
down.
did not realize
don't try
that
to,
part.
just- that-
don't try
that's
to
the
bring
only-
me down on mullet.
I'm
day.
not, but I'm explaining why I reacted that way. It just made me anxious as a long hair.
I know what's
guy.
going on. He's jealous. It's okay.
Are you jealous?
A little bit jealous.
I mean, I could do that tomorrow if I wanted to. I do not want to.
So you don't have the balls.
Correct. That is
So
correct.
you are jealous.
yeah. He wishes he had my balls.
Yeah.
You're
okay,
jealous of
fair,
my
fair.
balls.
I'm jealous of your balls.
I got good balls.
I'm jealous of your balls.
I got big meaty clankers is what they always call them.
no big meaty clackers.
How did you
is what-
respond,
I was clank.
Hank?
No clackers.
Hank was
I
gassed
love
up.
it.
Yeah, Hank was fired up.
I love
Okay,
it.
good.
It was
I
ju-
like it too. It looks good.
It was mostly-
It's just a huge commitment.
Yeah,
like you have to
I
be
didn't
mullet
realize that
guy
part.
forever now.
I can't
That's
wait.
fine.
I can't wait to shampoo for the first time. It's gonna feel so. To be honest, I've been sick
That
of
is
having
sick.
the
That is
like long
awesome.
hair everywhere for a very long time. The first time I shower, it's gonna feel so good. And Zach was gassing. Appreciate you, Zach.
Zach guesses.
Yeah, the mullet does
Yeah.
look good. I think you could even, now that you got the sides tight, you
Yeah.
can kind of dab. You could
You
like
could
play
chop
in-
your head off, and Zach would be like,
designs.
"That's actually a really
Looks good,
look."
sir.
Yeah.
Would you like water?
keep the town hydrated.
What were you saying about the sides?
I think now that you get the sides tight, you can flirt with the idea of like designs. Maybe throw a lightning
Lightning.
bolt.
I thought about
Yeah.
the
Maybe
lightning
number
bolt.
5.
but that's I'd be jumping in too fast.
Oh, no, Zach.
I'd be jumping in
Oh,
too
man.
fast.
He's not dead.
Are you talking about? He's in a better place. Hank.
He's in a better place.
I do think that about Jaden. Jaden is literally in a better place right now that he's no longer playing with that team. Respect.
All right, let's kick to ourselves.
Okay, kick it to ourselves.
Wait, windmills. Anything else? I want to make sure that we wrap it up.
I'll give you a take on windmills on Friday.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, before we get to the rest of the show, we are brought to you by DraftKings. The NBA season's rolling, and DraftKings' newest game, Pick 6, is the easiest way to play for your shot at big wins. Here's how it works. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. Pick 6 gives you more upside than those other pick'em sites, and it's available in most states, including Texas, California, Georgia, and more. So nail your picks tonight and don't just win. Stack up those payouts. New DraftKings customers get $50 in Pick 6 credits with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. Don't just watch basketball. Pick, play, cash in. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app and use code TAKE. That's code TAKE. Play just $5, get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Make the call, ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Monday Night Football, for those that were able to watch, which I think some of us in this room weren't able to watch, which is bullshit.
Well, Max wasn't going to watch anyways because he doesn't like football, doesn't watch Monday Night Football, but that's fine.
There was a lot of college hoops to be watched.
There was a lot of college hoops.
We talked about it at the end of Sunday's show. It is absolute bullshit. The people, you're screwing over the people. We stand with the people. Now, PFT and I may be speaking from a place of slight privilege in the fact that we both have cable and YouTube TV, but we're still speaking up. It's fucking bullshit.
I would speak. I'm speaking from a place of both privilege and also just being a boomer.
Yeah.
Where I have a deep fear of getting rid of cable for situations like this. But yeah, I think a lot of people out there, they don't have both cable and all the apps.
Well,
they get the streaming stuff.
Yeah, for me, it's the Cubs weren't on YouTube TV, so it's like, well, I gotta have cable to watch the Cubs.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, either way, it's bullshit. Hank, did you watch?
No.
You weren't able to watch?
No.
This is absolute, like, fuck you, ESPN. Fuck you.
There's
in
not
the
a
face.
principle too. It was like I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
I think if this game needed to be like the Lions Chiefs.
Yeah.
And I think a resolution would have happened right now.
It also was very funny watching the people who don't, like, there are
Because it was Cowboys.
Cardinals.
It was like, who cares?
So there was a way that you could watch it though if you had the antenna.
Yeah.
You got to go out and buy an antenna. Apparently sports and TV is just still floating through the air. You just have to pick it up.
Well, yeah, that was last year with the Bulls and Blackhawks. A lot of people were buying antennas to try to get where they were playing the games. But it was also funny watching you always forget that there are actually a lot of people out there who only watch the NFL and do not watch college football. One of which our good friend Stephen Shea, who did not know this dispute was happening until right before kickoff.
That's crazy.
And he was like, "What the hell? I can't watch Monday Night Football."
But it's bullshit. That's
Like,
also I'm calling bullshit on Stephen Shea because I know for a fact that man has notifications turned on for Adam Schefter, who has tweeted out like ask YouTube TV to put ESPN on the air.
So he was traveling over the weekend, and then he did quote tweet an Adam Schefter tweet around like an hour before kickoff, being like, "Wait, what do you mean?"
Well, I saw that yesterday. Yeah, but he knew. Stephen knew. Also, for him to take Adam Schefter's side of this dispute was just perfect.
I straightened him out. I told him, I was like, "Hey, buddy, listen. This is you want to keep blaming YouTube TV? It's ESPN. ESPN owns Hulu. They own Fubo. They're basically trying to force people to do that. We're splitting everything up. It's fucking bullshit. Let us watch.
Sports should be free. That's my take.
I agree.
When I'm elected president, free sports for everybody.
Bread and circus.
Free sports for everybody. It's very important.
That's what they do.
It keeps people happy. It's also just the right thing to do.
Correct.
The link that all the ESPN people are shilling out of like, here's how there's other ways to watch. The link is just a website to complain to YouTube. There's no solutions.
And
they
it's
tweet
also,
it in a way where it's like, I was like, oh, maybe I do have one of these things. Click the link. It's just a link to complain to YouTube. It's bullshit.
And the other things are owned by Disney.
Yeah.
Hulu and Fubo. So either way, there was a game that was played.
It did feel like it had less buzz.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just me watching it, but I never felt like I was excited about football during Monday Night Football.
Well, to me, the game was basically over when the Cowboys drove the ball down the field to start the game and it was like 4th and 8. Fourth and goal from the 8. Didn't kick the field goal. Listen, I'm a big go for it guy. I feel like in that situation, just get the points. Jacoby Brissett, you don't know if he's going to light you up or not. He ended up lighting him up. Mm-hmm. But it's 5 minutes into the game. Your offense, that's so demoralizing. Like time and place, I had no problem with the Cowboys going for it later on in the game when they knew they needed like 2 scores. But at the beginning of the game, just get some points. Show something. You basically did all your homework and you have nothing to show for it.
Yeah, that was a tough start. I also I like that Brandon Aubrey missed that field goal at the end of the first half. They let him attempt a 68-yarder at the end of the half. That would have been a bummer for Cam Little if his record had lasted for a single day.
Yes.
And then Brandon Aubrey did it on a bigger platform on Monday Night Football. That would have sucked. So I was glad to see him miss that. But yeah, the Cardinals, Jacoby Brissett looks good. And
they were just play actioning them to death.
They did so much play action, and play action works. There's a reason why people do it. And then Gannon says that it's still Kyler Murray's job. He's not going to lose his job for hell. If you've seen Jacoby Brissett playing with the Cardinals and Kyler Murray playing with the Cardinals, I don't think that leash is going to be very long on Kyler. I think a lot of people have watched Jacoby Brissett and said this guy should be starting at quarterback because the whole team, like Marvin Harrison, by the way, the route that he put on Deron Bland last night was so good.
It had
was so good.
CeeDee Lamb going crazy.
It was N1 mixtape shit.
Yeah.
It's like if that had taken place in a high school gym, the stands would have emptied onto the court and everyone would have just said the game's over.
He just broke him down.
And it's good to see Marvin. I saw him smile even on
Yeah.
the bench. And so it feels like everything is kind of downstream from maybe the quarterback not being a big bummer all the time.
Yep.
But I want to put a pin in this. It's similar to our Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold thing.
Okay.
I think in like 3 years, Kyler Murray will be a very good quarterback on a different team.
Does he get taller?
No, same height. He doesn't grow. I could see him, like, picture this. Kyler Murray on
I mean, there's no downside in saying this, so I'm in.
Kyler Murray playing for the Saints.
Yeah, if we're wrong, no one's going to pull this up and be like, hey, you guys were wrong. So I'm in. Yeah, Kyler Murray's going to be great. We're
think-
just living off the high of, there's never been a more correct 1 minute on Pardon My Take history than when PFT and I in 2021 he said he was still believing in Baker. I said, I'll do you one worse. I'm still believing in Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
That is the most correct we've ever been in our entire lives.
You tell me that
And we're chasing it.
Kyler Murray needs to do like a weekend slumber party with KOC in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And then he'll be good. Like I think we saw enough from Kyler when he was playing. You know, he had some moments early on in his career. I don't think he's a terrible quarterback. I think he's in a bad spot, probably mentally.
We should just do a compilation right now. Like, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'm not done believing in Zach Wilson.
I think Spencer Rattler can take a team to the playoffs.
Yeah.
People love to hate on the guy.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think we've heard the last Carson Wentz.
Fuck him. I'm out. Hey, put this one on the record. No, I don't want to kick a guy while he's down.
Let's just stack them up, and then we'll just if we just say every backup quarterback in the league. Is Josh Rosen still out there? Or is he still, I think he's like a lawyer now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Paralegal. I think
Tua's going to be good again. He's probably going to win MVP at some point.
Geno Smith just needs somebody to believe in him.
There was funny. The Raiders fans were being like, we got to find what's his name, Ike. What's his name?
IK.
IK. Yeah, someone needs to find him. There was some funny. There also was. I don't know if you saw PFT. It was actually like a sweet moment of people being in on the joke, but it was a Giants fan. I think it was our guy who says that Daniel Jones. Remember what I can't remember. Oh, it's Jones to China. Very funny account. Mm-hmm. He said, "We kept your seat in the NFC basement warm for you. Welcome back, Manders FC." And then it was just a bunch of Commanders fans being like, "We had an awesome vacation. We brought back some trinkets for you.
Uh-huh.
Like, what a year away.
It was great.
It was a good interneting."
Yeah, listen. I can't disagree with any of it. There's actually I didn't realize how bad it had gotten for the Commanders, but they've now lost 3 games in a row by at least 21 points. And the last team to do that was the 2020 Jacksonville Jaguars. So it's been 5 years since a team has had back-to-back losses as bad as we've had. And
I'm telling you, the Bears Commanders, something is up with it. Like it completely ruined both seasons the last 2 years.
And then this week we've got the Lions, and I would not be shocked if it became a 4-game streak of 21-point losses. And the last time that happened was the Arizona Cardinals in 2002. Ooh. 23 years. So, I think we talked enough of Commanders' misery on Monday.
Yeah.
But that's just a wild stat. I would think that it would have happened at some point. Like, we've seen some bad teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
But back-to-back blowouts are kind of rare.
Josh Rosen is getting his MBA at the Wharton School right now. How sick is that to be at an Ivy League business school, knowing you're going to get some investment banking job, and you're sitting in class, and you're like, I got drafted in the NFL. I made millions of dollars. It was so sick.
It'd be good.
I had the best time ever at UCLA.
It'd be good.
Like, he's unassuming, and he's just hanging out and like, imagine sitting in a fucking nerd-filled MBA class and doing icebreakers and be like, yeah, I was a top 10 pick in the NFL.
Do you think he got like really good grades at UCLA, or do you think it's a thing where if
think
you're a
he did.
quarterback, you can just go to whatever school you want?
I think he was smart.
I think he was smart. I think his like dad was like a doctor or something. So if your dad's a doctor, I assume you're smart.
Yeah, I think. The knock on him was that he had a problem with authority coming out.
He made $18 million in the NFL.
Do you think his?
It's like we're gonna do a mixer. We're gonna watch Monday Night Football. Everyone's invited, and he's just standing there being like, "Oh yeah, that's what the coverage are running. I know that because I played in the NFL."
Do you think his boss at McKinsey is going to put out a graphic being like, "Josh Rosen is our analyst"?
Yes, has to.
He should do that. That would rock.
Has to.
There's one question I have for you, Big Cat. About the Packers. As a matter of fact, I don't want to make everything about us on this show.
No.
But
it is our show.
But did we break Matt LaFleur?
He's temporarily broken. I did see the stat that was going around Packer Twitter that 25%, or no, sorry, was it 75% of all of 25% of Jordan Love's pass attempts over the last 6 games have been behind the line of scrimmage, second highest behind only Kyler Murray. I did read this stat, and the first thing I said was, wow, so he got a penalty on 75% of his other passes? Because you have to pass from behind the line of scrimmage, but it was actually passes that landed behind the line of scrimmage.
That would be fumbles, according to Max's rule change that he'd like to enact.
Yeah, I think it's more that Matt LaFleur is going to figure it out. This was probably the moment, the losing to the Panthers and the way they lost to him is probably the galvanizing moment. And if you're playing the Packers next, you got to watch out because he's going to fix this and they're going to come out with their hair on fire.
So my question about Matt LaFleur, though, and whether or not we broke him was specifically pointed at one thing that happened in the game.
Okay.
So they're playing against the Panthers. It's the fourth quarter, 11 minutes left. They're down 13-6. Mm-hmm. They have the ball at the 13-yard line going in. It's 4th and 8. What does Matt LaFleur do in that situation?
Did he go for it?
He went for it. Didn't get it.
Wait, what were they down?
They were down. The exact score was 13-6. They were down 7 points.
Correct move.
They went for it. Actually, no. The stats say that you should kick a field goal with that much time left on the clock.
So he should have kicked a field goal.
It gives you a 5% better chance of winning if you kick a field goal. He said that his math guys said that there was a 1% difference in win probability between going for it and kicking the field goal. And he thought that they had a play that could score. But every other math guy that I've seen out there in their analysis says that, no, the recommendation is strong to kick a field goal in that scenario.
We've always said on this show, if you can make a one-score game a one-score game, you got to do it.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
You got to do it.
You absolutely have to do it, Matt LaFleur.
Yeah, no, I think the Packers are in that like crisis, looking to the mirror. Hey, Jordan Love's a really good quarterback. Maybe let him be a quarterback.
Yeah.
Don't do just deep bombs and screen passes.
Yeah, but yeah, I love the Packers on Monday night. I don't know
they're coming off a loss.
Coming off a loss against the Panthers, like that's a bad loss. No days off this week. Practice is going to be hard.
You don't want to
back
play the
against
Packers
the wall.
Off a loss.
I'd say back against the wall.
I can't believe we got Packer Dan this week.
I mean, I'm not, but if the Packers
full on Packer Dan
listen,
this
if
week.
the Packers
Hank, I feel like it's a Super
is.
Bowl.
No, here's what's going to
Dan.
happen. I'm rooting for the Eagles to win this game.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. If the Packers win, I will shove it in your face and say I was right.
And it still won't matter. It is still a hypothetical
Well, you say you're wrong
argument.
if the Eagles win.
No,
I'll
because
just pretend this
we're
never
not
happened.
We're
What are you talking about?
Here's the thing:
It's
is
a
Be a
hypothetical
coward about it.
argument.
we're not
Don't be a
necessarily
coward.
wrong if the Eagles win, but we're definitely right if the Packers
Correct.
win.
That is
the
100%
opposite. 100%
Correct.
right. Matt, I need 2 things this season. I need the Eagles to lose this game. I need the Eagles to have a tie. I'm going to bet on the Eagles to tie every single week, Max. And I have to find something to replace.
What if they tie against the Packers?
Thinking about the Washington Commanders.
That will get confusing.
That will get confusing.
Too confusing.
I think that would be a win for Max. That's the only way Max can win this.
Yep.
Is if the Packers tie the Eagles on Monday Night Football.
It is a hypothetical argument.
Correct.
If the Packers win.
Max, I want you to beat the Packers.
And I'm going to
No.
be I'm going to be
Yes,
so
I
right
do.
about the hypothetical argument. I'm going to win that hypothetical argument.
Max, I don't think you understand division, records actually matter, and we're right behind the Packers, so I want you to beat the Packers. I don't think you get that.
I do get it.
No, you don't.
What you don't get is
He
that
doesn't. 'cause
conference.
doesn't get
everybody
it.
else
He
in the
doesn't
What
get
NFC
you don't
stinks.
understand because you haven't been fighting for the top of the conference in 2 decades is that sometimes it matters to be at the top of the NFC.
Right, but you want to beat that team head-to-head.
Okay.
And you wish that they had won last week.
I certainly do not wish that they
Yeah.
won.
Well,
Well, we'll
you're
see.
going to regret
Hey,
that.
no.
Story's
You're gonna
not
regret
over
that.
yet, buddy.
There's no chance of you winning this argument.
Oh yeah, there
You'll
is.
never
Oh,
know.
there's actually.
Oh, yeah, there
There's
is.
actually a big chance
If the
of us
Packers
winning.
kick your ass,
You will
we
never
won the
know.
argument.
You don't get
will
that.
We won the
never
argument.
know.
Yeah, we will.
You will never
Yeah,
know.
we will.
I'm going to know.
You will never know.
We'll 100% know.
You will never know.
Oh, man.
It doesn't matter.
Are you going to the game?
I don't know.
What's the spread?
Whose line is that?
The Packers are favored. They were favored 2.5 points going into last week, and they're favored 2.5 points now.
All right, so there's like a
Point max.
56% probability that we're right about this argument.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same. You guys.
Yeah, but listen, odds makers.
The only one who can definitively win is me.
Odds makers don't really understand sports.
Because you forgot that it's me and PFT arguing with you.
They're not.
So we will find a way to win this argument.
Vegas doesn't know as much about football as me and Big Cat do.
We will beat you down. We will do circular facts that make no sense, and then we will win. And if the Eagles win this game, we never talked about any of this.
No, if the Eagles win this game,
I'll be a coward. I will hide from this argument.
I'll tell you what. If the Eagles win this game, it's because in their meetings this week, their coaches were like, "These guys are going to come out with a point to prove because they just lost against the Panthers. You cannot overlook this team."
Yeah, they're a desperate team.
Yeah.
Okay, I had one other thing. Oh, the Cowboys. Yeah, so they made it. Well, we talked about trade deadline, but it was also weird that Jerry Jones just like right before Monday Night Football said, "I have a trade done. I've consummated a trade, but I'm not going to say it yet."
Yeah.
He's just being a wily old vet.
Sometimes he just says stuff.
He just says
also,
stuff.
he had Stephen A. Smith up in his box.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Stephen A. Smith is like trash the Cowboys nonstop.
I think Stephen A. Smith is an industry plant for the Cowboys. I don't think he actually hates the Cowboys. I think, one, he loves Skip Bayless, so he's just flirting with him.
Yep.
And two, I think that Jerry Jones sees value in having somebody in the media that's always talking about the Cowboys, good or bad.
Yep.
And Stephen A. Smith is that guy.
It was also funny because Stephen A. Smith just left the suite as soon as I think it was Jake Ferguson's fumble. He's like, "All right, I'm out.
Yeah.
See you guys."
No, I want that on the record, though. Stephen A. Smith is a fake Cowboys hater.
Yeah. I could see that.
He's a mouthpiece.
He's just
for Jerry
getting
Jones.
it in the all publicity is good publicity,
Yep.
right? The other thing I had before we get to hot seat cool throne, I've been thinking about it more because this is how you know a World Series was so good that even 2 days later I'm still thinking about it. I've thought about it more and more. I think that might be the worst loss of all time for the Blue Jays. Because I was thinking about it. Like, there's obviously some losses you can throw out there. You can throw out the 28-3 Super Bowl Falcons. You can throw out what?
Oh, throw out.
I'm saying throw it out there as like possible. Oh yeah, by the way, the TV ratings people are so funny. Baseball fans, listen. Baseball was awesome. World Series was awesome, and I get it. Do people not remember it was the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Indiana Pacers and Tyrese Halliburton got hurt like 30 seconds into the game?
I loved baseball Twitter. It's so exciting.
Like there's just such a lack of context to it, and I both sports are awesome. We're a big Go Sports podcast where every sport gets their shine, but it was very funny. They're like the biggest city in Canada. What's Toronto? The fourth or fifth biggest city in North America. Los Angeles is the second biggest, playing in game
with
7,
Japanese superstars.
Versus Indiana Pacers versus Oklahoma City Thunder, and the best player on the Pacers getting hurt seconds into the game.
Yeah,
Grok says this doesn't count Canada viewership.
Oh,
either.
okay.
But that's Grok.
There's a lot of Canadians living in America, but
no, you're right. Like I was going around at the bar on Saturday, and I was like, this is actually probably going to be the highest rated baseball game ever.
Yep.
People were very impressed with that. They're like, oh, that makes me want to watch more.
Yeah.
And between Halliburton and Dick Cheney, it's been a tough year.
Really tough.
Yeah.
So my thought was, there have been worse singular losses, right? But in terms of what the Blue Jays fans went through with all 3 games, they obviously lost 4 games, but 3 of the losses being so tragically horrific in the 18-inning game, the wedgie game, and then being inches away from winning the World Series. It's the slow burn of the loss where if you're a Falcons fan, you're looking at 28-3, or, Bartman, or like there's, the kick 6. There's some losses that are out there, but those happen all in one game or maybe like 2 games. This was 10 days where it just, and you had 3-2 going back home. It's just insane.
Do you think that because there are like 3 specific things you can point to and say this is why we like, you can even point to getting
more.
But I'm saying you can even point to getting doubled up at second base in Game 6. You can point to the bad lead in Game 7, and you can point to that crazy ass catch in Game 7.
2 outs away from being World Series champs, and Miguel Rojas, the 9-hitter, hits a home run.
Right. So
there's so many things.
But I'm saying because you can point to all those things, does it make it a little less painful in the long run, as opposed to just being like, that was the Steve Bartman game? When there's one thing that you remember it for.
I think it makes it worse because you're like, if one of the 15 things flipped our way, we could have won the World Series.
And I think that's super sad, and that's going to be, it's one of the worst losses, yes. But I think if you have that one, like if you ask a Phillies fan, like Joe Carter, right? You have the Joe Carter.
He was dead.
He was dead. But if you have the
Max is
Joe
dead for
Carter
that.
moment, then you have one thing that you can look back on and be like, that one name will hurt me for forever.
Right.
In this, you've got, it's almost like there's too many heartbreaking things that happened for you to like look back in 20 years and feel that one specific point of pain.
Yeah, I think the accumulation of all the moments, because like we mentioned on Sunday, the 2011 World Series where the Rangers were I think they were 2 strikes away twice or whatever it was from winning the World Series. That's a very acute pain. You're like, man, we were that close. The Blue Jays, you can just say like there are 25 at bats and moments and base running and the wedgie that if any of those flip, you are probably World Series champions, and it's just that's so painful.
They got to have one guy to blame
lost.
it.
What?
Better team lost.
Yeah, I actually when the guy said it, I was like, I don't believe that, but this is the closest you can come to actually making that argument.
They got to have one guy that they can blame it on. And to me, you need a scapegoat. That guy is Jerry O'Connell. So it's forever going to be the Jerry O'Connell World Series.
That's fair. That's fair.
He called me last night.
Also, Hoffman giving up that home run to Miguel Rojas is still just so insane.
Yeah, Jerry was.
And just the screenshot of the slide into home.
Yep. Where he just gets a lead. If you don't get doubled up in Game 6, the wedgie is a one. I think I actually want to see Dude Perfect go out and try it. I think it would take them weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks to hit the exact shot, exact spot.
To just get it lodged?
So hit it.
Yeah.
To hit it hard enough.
Yeah, you got to hit it hard enough, and it's got to lodge perfectly. Like it didn't bounce; it just lodged.
Yeah,
it's insane. So yeah, that was my. I'm sorry for Blue Jays fans, but I'm more like saying that if you're gonna lose, at least you now have the worst loss ever.
I don't know about that.
I disagree.
I'm giving you anything.
No, there's
I'm giving you anything.
No Blue Jays fans hearing that.
Of course. You know
what? Good point.
They can walk around and be like, they can basically in 20 years when someone's like, oh man, that loss was bad, be like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't as bad as this. You got at least something you have in your back pocket.
It was a bad.
It's not a good. I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Do you do that with double doink? Like,
No,
do you bring that up
I'm
willingly?
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying you can at least just trump card everyone and be like, no, actually, you don't have it as bad.
That's not a trump card. That's not like
You don't want to play it. You don't want it, but you have it. You have it now. I'm just trying to give you anything that you have to walk away with. You have it.
You got the Leafs.
Jesus.
Shout out Oldie. Oldie getting the boys buzzing before the game last night was
picking them
awesome
back
to
up.
see. Just waiting in the tunnel for him. How many times did he say
Painted on
boys are
jeans
buzzing?
and just gotta go.
Gotta go.
We got to maybe
Busy,
bet
busy.
the Leafs.
His jeans were insane.
Yeah.
Maybe the Leafs can do it. Okay, let's do Hot Seat Cool Throne. Hot Seat Cool Throne is brought to you by our friends at Twisted Tea. Twisted Tea is a refreshing hard iced tea made with real brewed tea and 5% alcohol. Twisted Tea is the perfect alcohol beverage to keep the good times going all season long. Whether you're hanging out at a friend's house, catching a game at the stadium or at the bar, or just seeing where the day takes you, Twisted Tea is there to turn your day up a notch and make a good time a great time. Keep it twisted. Grab a tea. It's game time. Stock up on ice cold Twisted Tea today. I love the original flavor. I love the peach, the half and half. Twisted Tea is the best. It's crisp outside. It's maybe sitting outside at a tailgate, going to a bar, watching some ball. Keep it twisted with Twisted Tea. I love Twisted Tea. It goes down so smooth. It's great cans too. Beautiful, beautiful drink. Grab a tea. It's game time. Stock up on ice cold Twisted Tea today. Also, we should have mentioned that there are thousands upon thousands of Buffalo Bills, Toronto Blue Jays fans.
Yes.
And that is so brutal. That is so brutal. Like, that is unconscionable.
I feel like Maple Leafs, Bills, parlay.
Raptors won a title.
Yeah.
Kawhi?
They did.
They did.
Kawhi
They
did that.
did.
Kawhi
They
did
do
that
that.
shit.
Okay.
Who did he beat in the playoffs that year?
Warriors.
No, but in the playoffs before that.
Oh, the Sixers.
Yeah, that's right. That was a crazy
Yeah,
shot.
That was crazy. That was
Talk
crazy.
about Game 7.
That was a wild
It's
shot.
so far back because it wasn't even the conference finals.
That's pre-Max. Max was dead on the show.
Max was dead. He's a dead guy.
I was live in real life, dead on this show.
Max, I gotta
Thank God, I was dead on this show for that shot.
I gotta say, like, it's been a rough couple sports days for me, but one thing that's always gonna put a smile on my face is just poking Max. Mm-hmm. Thank you,
Yeah.
Max.
That's not cool. My hot seat is John Morant.
Yeah.
Lost his joy.
Yeah.
He's beefing with his coaches. This was like a week or so ago, but he was, getting pushed in a press conference after the game, and he was like, just ask the coaches. And then last night he just said he's lost his joy.
Yeah. Well, they won't let him do guns anymore.
Yeah, they're 3-5 on the season, lowest points
bad.
per game since 2020.
It's bad. It feels like he needs a trade very badly. Just get him out of there. Get him a new place.
You know what? I'm not done believing in John Morant, Big Cat.
No, I'm not either. I'm not either.
No, you should. It does feel like a change of scenery is something that has to happen.
Yeah. By the way,
And I feel like there'd be
Changed the coach.
a ton of. Well, they did.
yeah.
They did that last year.
Yeah.
They fired their coach when they were going to make the playoffs, right?
That's true.
Max and Zach, I got by that too. I think that was fake.
I needed to.
There was
to
a
make
fake.
sure.
There was a fake Kevin Durant tweet going around that it was John Morant and Anthony Edwards said, "Who's stopping this?" And the fake tweet is Kevin Durant replying, "Baby mamas and Glocks."
Yeah, that's fake.
That's fake.
But very obviously fake.
Durant says fuck shit like
does,
that, and
he
then he
does.
deletes it too, so it's
Yeah.
hard.
I got noties on for Kevin Durant at all times. I will verify if that's true, but no, that's a you can't get fooled by the baby mamas and Glocks tweet.
Yeah. By the way, you guys, I saw an NBA thing that I think people are probably more aware of. So maybe it's new to me, but the Pelicans are just like soft quitting and gonna probably be in like relocate, and we know it like from way far in advance. They're because remember we had the weird trade in draft day. They hired Joe Dumars, who hadn't been in that position for 11 years.
Yeah.
He's basically been, the Derek Queen trade was crazy. I don't think they've won a game yet. And then this guy on Twitter, Retro Pels, said that they have no promotional calendar for the season. They stopped doing any type of watch parties or like any
No
type
bobbleheads? No bobblehead
Yeah,
night?
I don't think so. And there's no marketing team slogan. Every other team has one. They're the only one that doesn't. They're just soft quitting.
Pell, I can.
They're soft quitting. They're basically just tanking the team so they can move the franchise.
Pell up. Pell, let's
bullshit.
talk. It is bullshit. I think that any team in the NBA that's thinking about relocating, though, there's going to be a wrinkle that's thrown in now, which is because of the gambling stuff. Mm-hmm. The NBA's boogeyman that they have out there is they want a Vegas team so bad.
Seattle. Or I guess they'll do both.
Yeah, but I don't think that Silver is going to – the time is not right for him to push for a Vegas team.
Yeah. But
It might be too late.
it's
The
already
wheels are in
happening.
motion,
It's
yeah.
already happening.
No, but with like FBI investigations, you got guys in windbreakers coming into your office, and you're going to put a team in Vegas?
You got Pablo Torre on your ass. You're going to go to Vegas?
Yeah.
It's hot. The block is hot.
Block
Yeah.
is hot right now. Now,
It
if
is.
if Adam Silver does it, then tip of the cap. He's a real one.
Seattle.
Seattle, I would love a team in Seattle.
Yeah.
They're going to do both.
Yeah, no, they are
need
going to do
both.
both. And I think they'll be able to get away with Vegas because the NFL already did it. Once the NFL does it,
Yeah, but the
But
NFL doesn't
and
have
They don't have the FBI.
FBI investigation
understand,
after
but
the
I'm
NBA
just
did their
saying.
own investigation and cleared.
Yeah, Cash Patel isn't trying to drag down the NFL to prop up the NHL.
but they can also just say, well, it's legal here, so we can regulate it.
He's an optics
They'll do
guy.
it, and they'll just say it. And they'll say it's fine.
My cool throne is clones.
Clones.
Yeah.
Iowa State?
Tom Brady.
Oh.
He's cloning himself?
Cloned his dog.
Oh,
on,
this stuff
Tom.
kind of makes me.
Yeah.
It just makes me think. It's like I think it was a company that he invested into, and it's like,
That's weird because Tom seems like such a normal guy, and then he does something like this.
what if he clones himself?
The thing with this
Yeah.
is
What if?
That'd
Yeah.
be awesome.
it's just the dog has to be a little bit different, and you have to be able, and you notice it, and that's got to be so offsetting.
And
right?
also, so how old?
Off-putting. Sorry.
How old was the dog that? So the dog passed away 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So the dog had been living with him while he was like a Super Bowl champion. Mm-hmm. And so now you're bringing up a clone of your dog and expecting it to be the same when you're not a winner anymore.
He's still a winner.
That dog's not going to have championship DNA.
Did he rename the dog?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know, man. I don't think I can get behind this stuff.
No.
You like it, Hank?
I support Tom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
answer.
Nice political answer right there.
Good answer.
And like I feel like you know, it's just a move that greats do, is like wanting to clone themselves. Ted Williams, Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. Let's get a super team going.
It's your,
Your
dog.
dog. Yeah.
Like your dog's, there's gonna be something different.
In his defense, what other way is there to get a dog?
Yeah, it's true.
Right.
Like that's how you get dogs.
Yeah.
Is
Go
you
buy
just
Stella Blue coffee.
you just extract blood from your old one and then you send it to a lab and then a robot mixes it together and then they inject that into another female dog and then your dog is born again. That's a beautiful thing about nature.
And now we got to reprint all the shirt, like adopt, don't shop, adopt, don't clone.
Yeah. Bone, don't clone.
Yeah. Okay. Your hot seat, cool throne.
My hot seat is us,
Uh-oh.
sports podcasters.
Uh-oh.
So when I was trying to look up some stats on Sunday night, and I was trying to find the last time that a team had lost 4 consecutive games by 21 or more points. And I ended up just asking our guy Stathole, who got it to me in like 2 seconds. But I was looking all over the internet for like the best ways to look up these types of stats, and I found in one of my searches a landing page for something called Fox Sports AI.
Uh-oh.
And I went to it,
Okay.
and it's a landing page for Sports AI beta, but there's no like AI bot that you can use yet. But it's like an announcement page for it, for a product that hasn't come out yet, and nobody at Fox Sports knew what it was when I was trying to ask about it. And
So
what
they're
it
gonna
is,
make us?
yeah. So I read through it. They're creating a robot online that can do hot takes on demand.
Ha!
Ask Sports AI for bold takes, trending topics, or a second opinion on a hot button issue. Whether you're defending your team or talking trash, Sports AI is ready to jump in. I don't know that that AI can replicate what we do because we're so wrong. I don't think robots can be wrong on purpose.
No, they can't.
But
It's in their bylaws.
I brought this up to Blutman, and he was like, it might just be Cletus. And if this is Cletus, then respect to Cletus,
Yeah.
the NFL robot. But
Mad respect.
when this comes out, we're going to have to do like a John Henry versus the machine against this AI bot to prove that
Oh,
humans
boy.
are still superior.
Oh, boy.
We're cooked.
Yeah, no, we are cooked.
We got like 2 years.
2? I'd like to give us a little more than
Every
2.
movie, it's like
That's when Hank is going to owe me $50,000.
the AI
for the
comes out, and then
Patriots
it starts to get smarter, and then eventually it gets smarter, and then things go haywire. And like we're trying to work with AI. I give it a couple more years before AI then just takes us over.
thing. Yeah. Although I did.
Because everyone right now is like, oh, let's use AI.
fun.
AI
No.
solutions, like
And also, every time you make a video of AI, doesn't like take water away from an entire city?
Yeah, and power. Yeah. But I read an article yesterday that was about how businesses are like pushing back against AI because all the AI companies convince them that it's here and it's the future. And then they get these AI bots and they suck because they're wrong like 40% of the time. So you can't have that if you're running a business because
Yeah.
it costs you money. And then you're like, I'm going to cancel my robot subscription. And then the AI companies are like, hey, we're not selling as many robots as we used to. And then the vampires that are funding the AI companies are like, well, we're going to need some of that money back that we gave you in investment. Also, it's important to remember that the people that are designing AI are dorks.
Yeah. Well, here's my big take on AI, Hank, is that I think that we might come out the other end pretty good because everything's going to be so fake and you have no idea what's real or not online, that human interaction becomes the gold standard. So we all just ditch our phones in our computers and we just, me and you looking at each other becomes real. it becomes the best thing
I'm
you
down
can have.
to ditch phones. People aren't going to do that.
Yeah.
You're not going to do that.
No, we're
I
not
will.
down.
I'll
well,
fucking do it.
If not every, we should still have podcasts. The new phone should just be a box that you get podcasts on, and that's
There's
it.
going to be AI podcasts.
That's what I'm saying. This Fox Sports AI hot take bot, I don't think it could come up with the stupid shit that we get wrong
Can't be wrong on
unintentionally.
purpose. We'll just get even more wrong.
Yeah.
Anything we say that's wrong from here on forward, it's so that we're getting AI off the scent.
I have not yet begun to be wrong about shit.
Like this fucking Packers take.
Yep.
You think
Don't bring it up again.
Good call.
You
Yeah,
loser.
you
That's
think,
correct.
You think a AI robot would come up with this take, Max? No. AI robots don't understand statement losses.
Facts.
Statement loss is different than whatever.
Yeah, we weren't talking about statement losses,
Yeah.
but that's fine. Hey, listen, he misspoke. That was to get AI off the scent. Good
Yeah.
job, PFT.
I think it might be a statement lost by the Packers now because we know that the Panthers every year that Ohio State wins the championship and J-Lo gets divorced, they make
Facts.
it to the Super Bowl. So
Facts. Okay, what's your cool throne?
my cool throne is Kevin Stefanski because everyone's going to be off his back now because he has given up play calling duties to Tommy Rees.
Nice.
So the problems
Love Tommy Rees.
with the Browns offense, it's no longer on Kevin Stefanski's page. It's on Tommy Rees. And if you're asking, hey, didn't Kevin Stefanski do this same thing last year? You would be correct. Yeah, this is like an annual thing. It's like the leaves turning, clocks,
That's fine.
clocks falling forward. Same thing with Stefanski. This is what he does.
I know both guys. I trust both guys, so they're fine.
Yeah, except when Tommy tried to go by Tom for a year.
Yeah, but
that was
fine.
that was
just
a red
little-
flag. It's like your name's Tom, dude.
Tommy Rees.
Yeah.
Okay, my hot seat is I have two. The first one is going to be Mick Cronin because Mick Cronin, the UCLA Bruins, started their 2025-2026 college basketball campaign. They won against Eastern Washington, but Mick Cronin said after the game, I blame myself. I knew this was coming, but I couldn't stop it. I failed miserably. Arrogance, lack of humility, don't want to defend, don't want to rebound, don't want to play defense. There are so many mistakes. I'd like to fire myself.
That's accountability.
He wants to fire himself.
Yep, hand up, Mick Cronin. He gets it.
He could.
He gets it. I could see him firing himself and then rehiring himself on an interim basis.
Yeah. But one game in, I want to fire myself.
Yeah. I love Mick Cronin.
He's great. And then my other hot seat is Hank. Little cautionary tale there, Hank, because we're getting some more details on Hugh Freeze at Auburn. And he was so obsessed with golf that some of the boosters said he showed up on Friday before games without his golf clubs, just wanting to watch guys play golf.
No.
I mean,
that is a tall
Okay.
tale. That is a tall
the
tale.
booster said the only problem we
Also,
didn't
if he's-
foresee is that he wanted to play golf way more than coach anymore. They said on Friday before a home game this season,
This
Freeze
is
again showed up to the
slander.
golf course as an Auburn booster told CBS Sports. Freeze just came out to the golf course without clubs to watch guys play golf.
There is no shot. And if you're that obsessed with golf, that's like the last thing you want to do.
Am I going crazy or did I bring that up on
No, you brought up-
Monday and then you said no, it's because he lost to Kentucky.
Well, yeah, I said that. I mean, he lost to Kentucky.
But yeah, this has been a story about
Yeah,
Hugh
yeah, no, I
Freeze.
know. There was the. This is a news story.
Yeah.
That he went to watch guys play golf.
Watching guys play golf is crazy.
I was saying
Also, the
specifically
fact
on
that
Saturday night he lost to Kentucky.
He also had a standing date, a standing tee time
Yes.
at a country club.
That's totally normal.
And then when people caught on to it, then people did more snooping around because they found out that his wife was still logging all her scores onto the GHIN, knowing that she was playing with him every week. He just stopped logging his handicap. So he's also been sandbagging in addition
He has been
to
sandbagging.
coaching losing football.
No, but I know you said that on Sunday, but I was saying like specifically he Kentucky's garbage and they scored 3 points against Kentucky. But yes, golf is now he's watching dudes play golf.
No, Hugh Freeze is.
I don't believe that.
Okay, well it's just a cautionary tale.
He came from Liberty.
I would never do that.
Okay,
I would never do that.
never.
To show up and just watch.
Yeah, because you know that you can't play. You can plausible deniability be like, hey, I didn't play today. I just watched.
No, I wouldn't want to do that.
Listen, this was from John Talty on CBS Sports. He posted on Monday afternoon.
I believe it because showing up and just watching, that's kind of what they do at Liberty.
Day before camp and a hole-in-one. Come on, Hugh Freeze.
That's awesome.
That's so sick.
I mean, this is a classic. Like, this is all
just
getting
trying to-
reported now that he's on his way out.
Yeah.
Every
Well, no, he's
coach,
out.
every coach golfs.
He's
what
got
they
a
do.
lot of time to
No,
golf now.
I think some coaches don't golf.
A lot of coaches golf.
You
a
think
lot of coaches don't golf.
You think Coach O golfs?
Yeah. No.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Boosters, but they have to. There's every coach on some level has to at least be able to form a golf swing.
Yeah, they have to
Like
be
they
able
have to play
like,
in some events, boosters, charities, like boosters events.
They have to be able to show up at a golf event and wear a polo shirt
You-
at the bare minimum.
Because this happened to Brian Kelly, too. Brian Kelly played 400 rounds.
Yeah,
You got to start standing up for golfers.
I will. I will happily do
What
that.
are you going to do?
What am I going to do?
Yeah, stand up.
I'm going to show that you can play a lot of golf and still perform
Yeah.
at a high level.
Okay.
Well,
Nice.
Yeah, Hugh can't.
A lot of Saban
Scored 3
golfed all the
points
time.
I mean, the fact that he's able to do that with the back condition that he has is incredible.
Yeah.
Like that's a more impressive comeback story than Fusion Tiger.
Look at you. You do the same thing.
Look at me, me and Hugh.
Yeah. My cool throne is Wisconsin football. Finally some good news. Matt Brown from Extra Points did a FOIA request of 35 universities to see, trying to figure out like where NIL money can come from. And part of it is beverage sales, beer sales. And he did that for 35 universities, and Wisconsin had $1 million more than second place in terms of beer sales in stadiums. So got that. $3 million so far this year. Nebraska is second in $2 million. So that's cool, I
Wisconsin
guess.
crushes.
Yeah, they drink a lot of beer.
It does. My favorite graphic that goes viral every now and again is where they show the drunkest cities in America, and out of the top 10, I want to say, or top 20 maybe, like 14 are in Wisconsin.
It's just a heat map.
It's a heat map.
and it's just all Wisconsin.
Wisconsin likes beer.
Yeah. So
Credit to them.
we just got to sell more beer and maybe get some more players. It's a lot of Wisconsin. Okay, Zach, your hot seat cool throne.
My hot seat this week is going to be Rockstar Games. Gentlemen, we have an update on the GTA 6 front.
Oh, there's
Okay.
no way this is a real update.
And by update, I mean they've since deleted the now launch date off the website, off the landing page. May 2026 is no more. They're backtracking again. I think we're going to get hit with another calendar year of waiting.
I heard a rumor about GTA. Maybe you can tell me if this is true or not. Hank, you'll appreciate this. I heard that within the game of GTA 6, there's going to be 18 holes of golf that you can play. Like there's going to be a full-fledged golf video game
Oh.
inside of GTA.
There is a golf course in GTA 5. Them leveling that up to full 18 makes sense to me. I can't confirm the rumor, but they're saying there's so much you should be able to do in the game if it ever comes out that I definitely don't doubt there being an 18-hole golf course.
I love that.
I think they're just making Second Life. I think they're just making the best Second Life of all time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so GTA 6 is not coming out.
They took the launch date off the website.
Just
now.
put it out. I'm sure they're trying to perfect it so that, the guy's shadow looks awesome and the ripples and the waves. Just fucking put it out. No one cares.
So they did pick up a lot. You guys ever seen like 5M or like GTA RP, like the role play servers you can play on?
No
Where-
idea what you just said.
So RP is kind of like Second Life, where in GTA it's like modded out a little bit to where like you can just run a chain of convenience stores, or you can have like a food truck, or
Could you be a podcaster?
you could they got studios. You could probably be a podcaster, or like gang wars, or like sell illicit substances. You can do all sorts of stuff. They hired a bunch of the RP guys last year from 5M, so maybe we are leaning towards more of a Second Life situation, but
Okay.
it just never coming out.
They might just be making the everything game. Like every other game is built into GTA, and you can play it. There's probably a flight simulator in it.
They need to make it so that you can.
It like is its flight simulator.
No, but I
Car
mean,
simulator.
like a full-fledged flight simulator, high-fidelity cockpits.
And then they make it so that you just like plug your brain into it, so you're not even playing with a controller, and you just go to sleep and you play the game. That would be cool.
So GTA gets with meta.
Spy
and then-
Kids too.
Yeah. No, and when you buy it,
Matrix.
you don't even buy the game. You buy a pill, and it's a red pill, and then you just take the red pill.
And you sign in with what, like blood type?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you just sign in with your name, Neo. Okay, your cool throne?
My cool throne this week is Luke from the Outdoor Boys, because for the next foreseeable future, next couple weeks, we get some more Outdoor Boys back, boys.
Oh, he's back?
He's coming back.
He's
he
coming
missed
back.
it too much.
He missed it.
This is
next-
how it
For
starts.
people who don't know, this is the most wholesome content on the internet, period. It's this guy. Where does he live? Alaska?
He is somewhere very frigid all the time.
Yeah, he's a lawyer, and he had an incredible channel where he basically teaches you how to survive. He has two young boys that he teaches them how to survive, hunt, fish, build huts. And he just retired, 6 months ago, saying that he wanted to just be with his family more, and now he's back?
He's
It's unfinished videos in November.
Yep.
Uploading 3 previously unfinished videos in November.
So he's still retired, but this is just like from the vault.
Yeah, in the retirement video, he's like, "Hey, I have been working on these 3 videos. If I wrap them up, finish them, I'm going to give them to you guys. These next 3 Saturdays are when we get those." It's almost like we're hopping in like an Outdoor Boys time machine, going back.
Oh, so your plans are set.
A time block on Saturdays for a little bit.
Is this gonna be the best career move that he ever made? Like, these videos are gonna go nuts, aren't they? Like, numbers.
He's all. I mean, he's been.
Sorry, yeah,
Go ahead, Zach.
Meme just said 3.
That was a great 3.
Yeah.
Automatic on the 3 there.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like if an artist dies, all the artwork, it goes up in price. If you retire from something, obviously people are gonna spend more money on the stuff that you made beforehand. If you say you're walking away from the internet and you actually follow through, and in this case, 6 months that's a very long retirement to follow through on, because a lot of people say like, "Oh, I'm never logging on to X, the everything app. It's all happening on X again," and then they re-sign up in like a week. But the fact that he's been gone for so long, when he drops these videos, I feel like those are going straight to the top of the charts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was already in like the out of this world boom zone as far as the charts go. This is just gonna probably, you're right, 2x.
It's gonna go
quick.
boom.
Oh, I like that. The
5 big ones.
the out of the world boom
Boom
zone.
zone. I love you gotta be in the
Rarefied
boom
air.
zone.
We ever put out any videos that are out of this world boom zone?
DK Metcalf and Aaron Donald.
Every week.
Yeah.
Boom zone. Okay, good job, Zach. Let's do a couple ads and we'll get to our interview.
Before we get to Johnny Fanta, he's brought to you by our great friends over at Chevy. It's football season, and if you're grinding through the week or gearing up for kickoff, there's one ride that's always game ready, the Chevy Silverado. The Silverado is a longtime partner of Part of My Take and our favorite truck. It's all about grit. From job site to tailgate, Silverado lets you show up strong and tackle any task. Built for the hustle, ready for the game, Silverado is America's most dependable full-size truck. For J.D. Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Head to Chevy.com, learn more, and build your own Chevy Silverado today. Johnny Fanta is also brought to you by our great friends, our beautiful friends over at Uber Eats, and they are hooking you guys up. We know that sometimes you just want to have stuff at your house. You can get almost anything on game day, no matter what you're craving. If it's wings, burgers, beer, chips, anything, you can find it all on Uber Eats. You'll love being able to get all your personal favorite game day foods delivered on Uber Eats so you never miss a play. Uber Eats has deals on your favorite game day restaurants and groceries all season long. When football makes you hungry, you get game day deals all season long on Uber Eats. And now, here's Johnny Fanta.
Okay, we now welcome on a very, 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 very special guest. He's one of our best friends, recurring guest. It is Johnny Fanta, a.k.a. Johnny Football, because we have Johnny Fanta here to talk a little college basketball, but we're going to start with football because he's covering football now. If you're watching NBC, if you're watching the Big Ten on Saturday night, they're doing the Fanta Minute, and I love it every time. I get so jacked up when I see you on my TV on Saturday night, except when it's Wisconsin playing and getting absolutely manhandled, which did happen a couple weeks ago. But, Johnny, great to see you. You want to talk some football first?
Let's go. I mean, how about the Big Ten with the top 2 teams in the country and that Matt Patricia defense that has just been absolutely dominant in Columbus? The repeat threat is real. But to me, Coach Cignetti has totally changed the sport of college football. He's put everybody on notice saying, don't give me 2, 3, 4 years that it takes you to figure it out with a program. There's a real national championship contender in Bloomington, and that's really cool out of Indiana. College football is wild, guys. I've loved jumping into the sport. I'm having a blast on Saturdays. Like you said, Big Cap, with NBC, trying different things. Like one of my favorite things, and you guys can relate to this, is they'll say, hey, let's do something random. I'm like, hey, this week South Dakota's playing South Dakota State in football, and North Dakota's playing North Dakota State. Let's highlight the chaos in the sport because there's no shortage of it. I know you both love it, and I've loved jumping into it.
Yeah,
It's
well,
awesome.
I mean, if we want to talk the most chaotic storyline, and I've talked to Big Cat a little bit about this before. I don't know if we've really talked about it that much on the air, but just look at Washington State's schedule this year. It is supreme chaos. It is so they play against Oregon State twice this year. They travel all across the country playing anybody who will play against them. They're like, we got a schedule to fill up. That's what I love about college football, just the craziness of it. You talked about Cignetti. Do you think that coaches now are like, hey, dude, what the fuck? Why did you turn this around so quickly? We've been selling 3-4 year rebuilds everywhere that we go, and it's worked out pretty good. And then you just get in and you dominate. I'd be upset at him for that.
No, it's true. Look, he's been the trendsetter. I mean, Mike Elko's the same way. And I just think in this new age, the era of like talking through processes and that it takes time and it takes patience. You know, when people are like, hey, like, you guys shouldn't talk about that guy's seat being hot, or you guys shouldn't talk about, look, I know coaches, I know humans have families, and we get that side of it. But the fact is, the amount of money that you're being compensated and the expectations to also, this is not a 14 playoff. It's not a BCS national championship game. You know, you have a shot to make a 12-team playoff. If you're one of the mainstream programs, like Indiana was not in that realm.
Yeah.
Indiana's more like a destination type. But to your point, PFT, about the interim coach thing and, you know, change and the chaos in college football, like that's my thing. This sport is so wild. This sport's so wild because I thought of Oregon State this past week. I love the Ed Orgeron sounding coach.
Yeah.
After the win over, was it Washington
Yeah,
State?
Washington State.
10-7.
This sport is so chaotic, you could power rank the interim coaches.
Yeah.
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 It's true. Well, let me ask you, this is going to be a hard question, John. I hate to start you off like grilling you. You know, we want to do softballs. We want to butter you up a little bit. I need you to tell me, is Indiana a football school or a basketball school, John?
Well, I do believe that it's both. I mean, I
No,
don't think
cop
that,
out.
No, you can't be
Cop
both.
out.
If
Give
you're
it
both,
to
you're
us.
not one.
So to me, here's my take on this. If Indiana football has their best season, right? Which now, what is their best season? Is it a national championship?
Yeah.
Is that within the
Yeah, absolutely
Yes.
within the realm. Yes.
If Indiana football has their very best season, and Indiana basketball has their very best season, which today, the fact is that's not a national championship. Like, they are not a national title contender. But if they do, let's just say Darren DeVries gets them back to being a top 3 to 5 team in the country. They're going to have enough money. They've got the brand power. The Big Ten is loaded. I always liken it to, okay, if you look at those two programs and they have their absolute best season, where is there more interest? And to me, there's more move the needle interest nationally with Indiana basketball if they are that damn great. And so my argument is Indiana will always be a basketball school first.
That's the correct answer.
That is absolutely correct. But the fact that it took you that long to explain why Indiana is a basketball school makes me think maybe it's a football school.
Well, it's also the Indiana football Twitter is similar to Providence College Twitter, where it's like you don't want to get on the wrong side of those guys.
And I'm not saying that was a bad explanation, John. I'm saying that, like, for our entire lives, you ask that question and the answer, it's like, why did you ask me that stupid question? Of course, basketball.
No.
The best part, if they do win a national championship in football, is going to be we get to all tell Indiana, yeah, you're a football school now. And they will secretly grow to resent the fact that their football team won a natty because now they have to defend their basketball program.
Well, the one thing that I thought about, and I agree with you, is that if somebody said, yeah, Sig's got a lifetime deal, you know, if he goes 3-9, they should start building the statue anyways. And Sig's never going to go 3-9. I think Kurt Cignetti, I love him. Like, I don't know him, but like, Sig, I love you because I think you're yourself. And I love when the camera pans to your face and you've got like 70 different expressions throughout the game. That's what people love about Hurley. It's what people love about a Patino. It's what people love about like different figures in sport, which those are running low on the coaching side. But Sig's one of those guys where you're just like, you're captivated by him. But if Indiana basketball goes the comparable to 3-9, that's not okay.
Yeah.
No matter if it's Bob Knight or if it's whoever the coach is, it's not okay if Indiana basketball is that bad. They got to get going. Like there's a side thing here as they hire Darren DeVries, and think about it, like Purdue has dominated the sport of college basketball and the Big Ten in particular now in recent years, even though Michigan was the Big Ten tournament title. Like there are schools that your main sport, it doesn't just go away. It might be in the shadows, but it's like there's just certain places that you got to get good because the sport's better when you're good. The sport's better when you're playing meaningful games deep into a season. Like I think about that with like USC and Nebraska football. I was watching that game last Saturday and I'm like, I'm into this game a little bit. It was during Game 7 of the World Series, but I was saying to myself, like, I want to see one of these two be up here,
Right.
Not 6-2. What are they going to be? 7-1 or 8-0?
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Nebraska has kind of been trying to climb that hill for a while. Same with USC. They've been trying to capture that back, that magic, because USC really should never be bad with what the talent they have in Southern California. I was watching the other night on Saturday night. You threw out an idea. You said, why not call Dabo if you're one of these schools that's looking for a coach right now? Do you think there's a chance that could happen? Do you think that Dabo Swinney could potentially not get fired from Clemson, but decide to leave on his own and do a fresh start somewhere else?
1,000,000%. I think that he is John Calipari going to Arkansas waiting to happen.
Oh,
because I think things have run their course. You want to end things in a place where like it wouldn't end pretty. And if he ever had to go back to Clemson, I think the act for both sides, this is like a marriage that started out really strong and had some terrific memories, and you even had a couple of kids, and you're proud of what you produced, but then you get about 17, 18 years into it, and you wake up one morning and you say, man, is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? And I am, by the way, like I was the 14th seed on this show who met my wife for the 3 seed. So I just hope that she never wakes up and thinks that about my ass. But the point is, like, I want us to be together forever. I don't want us to get to 18 years and then hang it up.
And have Auburn come calling. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right. God bless Hugh Freeze. I mean, he's counting his dollars somewhere. But the fact is, like, if you're Dabo, you've kind of like somebody's got to say to him. I always think about with these coaches, does anyone get through to them? Like some of them, the answer is no. But at some point, even Cal had someone get through to him and be like, look, there's still something in there. It's just not going to happen here.
Right.
And like when Cal made the Sweet 16 this past year, remember the energy? Remember the feeling?
Yeah.
Like, think about Dabo. Let's just say he goes to, I'm just going to throw it out. Let's just say he goes to Virginia Tech. Like, I don't think that'll happen because it's within the ACC. But maybe he goes, maybe he takes Florida State or something. Maybe he takes Florida. I mean, I don't think Florida would do it, but let's just say he does something like that. I don't think LSU. I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
But he takes one of those programs to the playoff. All of a sudden, he writes something new that gives a different energy and sometimes more energy because that fan base they haven't tasted it yet. The Clemson fans have tasted the top. Once you've tasted the top, it's so much harder to stay there, especially in this climate. So for Dabo, your story's written at Clemson. I think it's probably best for both parties for him to be elsewhere and for Clemson to move forward in some other way because it's run its course, guys.
Yeah. I like this. You're selling me, Johnny. You're selling me.
Yeah, go to a place where they treat you like it's a new thing again.
Yeah. New positions and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like a new career type of opportunity. Like it gives you a freshness. And also, like, he's in a conference that he should be winning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not working in the ACC. All right, so why? Like, if I were him, I'd be intrigued by the SEC. You know why? They get 5 teams to the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be intrigued by Auburn, though.
No.
I feel like Auburn it's like the worst of both worlds because you have the SEC, which draws you in. You're like, okay, going to an SEC school, they care deeply and passionately about football. But at the same time, they do not tolerate, they have that expectation, like, we're supposed to compete in the SEC. We've won 2 national championships in the last 25 years. Go look on the side of our stadium. We just put up a new one. You can check that one out for yourself. And that's their expectation that they have. And I don't think it's a very realistic expectation for Auburn football. So I feel like that would be a tough job to take. You need somebody that's like, you have to hit a home run with that hire for it to work.
Yes, there are levels to this. That's why, like, he's likely got to go to one of the best openings in the sport. But as we all know, the one biggest thing in college football right now is you're at $180+ million in buyout money. At this point, if you're going to fire your coach, do you realize that you're taking a number on a Saturday morning at a New York City deli during the holiday week? And you have to go and stand in that line. Mm-hmm. And that line is loaded with people who want a half pound of turkey breasts and a half pound of roast beef and a half pound of this. And LSU is one of one still. I don't care about the governor. Florida's one of one still. Penn State's one of one still. And if you are in that line and your name's not one of those 3, you may not get your guy, the second guy, or the third guy. So if you're going to fire your coach now, there's only so many good names. That's why, actually, I would turn it and say, Dabo, if there were ever a time for you to leverage yourself, it's probably right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, Johnny, I got a question for you because now that you are at NBC, I noticed also you tweeted something the other day about Miami being number 2 a couple weeks ago and now being out of the playoff. Now, Miami is disappointing. This is what has happened to Miami the last few years. They fade. They every year in September, everyone says this team's different, and then they show up to ACC play and they don't do well. I think Mario's 4-11 in November and December. So that aside, and we don't know the rankings yet. We talked about them at the start of the show. We're taping this before the rankings come out. You work for NBC now. My simple question to you is, if Miami's out of the playoffs, is Notre Dame out of the playoffs?
Well, today, I would say that yes.
They're both out. They're both out
today.
Okay, because you know what I'm getting at here. Miami's loss hurts Notre Dame because Notre Dame and Miami now have the same record, and Notre Dame, to get in, needs Miami to now lose another one. They need them to either be a 1-loss team or a 3-loss team because they played head-to-head, and those games have to matter.
But I think the Irish, if they win out, will make the playoffs.
And what if Miami wins out? Also make the playoffs?
I don't think so.
Now, John, you can't have that. You can't have Miami with 2 losses out of the playoffs and Notre Dame with 2 losses in the playoffs. This is the NBC showing. This is your NBC showing.
Wait a minute. No, it's not. I'm not on the playoff. I'm not on the playoff committee. I don't decide who the teams are. I just have a gut feeling, like you two do, that you know that this committee is going to, like.
Yeah, no, I said it right away after their first 2 losses. I was like, Notre Dame's still going to go to the playoff.
And seasons evolve. I mean, whether anybody, like Notre Dame and Miami are different teams than who they were on Labor Day weekend.
But
they just are.
But do the games matter, John?
They're supposed to. But this is where the playoff committee, I think Notre Dame will make the playoff. If I were making a bracket today, I likely would not put them there right here, right now. But I think that they will ultimately make it. The reason why I say with Miami, I should address your question of if they win out. Well, here's the thing, Big Cat. If they win out, there's still no guarantees. In fact, the odds are stacked against them that they would get a chance to fight for an automatic bid, because the ACC title game, it's all but out for them. When you look at those conference standings, here they are at 2-2, and you got Virginia at 5-0, and Georgia Tech and Pittsburgh at 5-1, and then 3 other teams at 4-1. I think that there's no question, and this is more like I'll say this about and I don't think I really believe in this. Like, I'm not giving the company line. I don't think that we don't do a 2-hour long pregame show on Saturday mornings like some of the other networks do. But I do think there is an issue in college football with the agendas and with the subjective nature of some of the beliefs and things. When I put that out there, it's because I look at Miami and I'm like, today they're not.
No, yeah,
I'm not
you're right.
up against them. They're not a playoff team. But I think one of the other problems is that there's so much of the going to bat. And when people are like, well, the committee doesn't look at that stuff. Come on. They're human beings like you and I. But even more like that, when people say, hey, what's the difference between college football and college basketball? Like, college basketball on Selection Sunday, sometimes people go to bat for a team. But guys, at least half those people are going to bat for a mid-major.
Yeah.
Not going to bat for some high major team that went 15-15.
Yeah.
Like, it's different. It's different. So that side of it's been interesting to learn about this season. But I just believe that the Irish, if they win out, they're going to make the playoff. And I think Miami, I don't see Miami winning out. If they do, it's obviously a case. But there's nothing about their recent play that would suggest that they're going to do that.
NBC Johnny.
What if the two teams played each other? What if they played against each other?
Yeah, hypothetically, who would win?
Yeah, who would win that game?
Today, Notre Dame.
No, but who? But
I like that.
Okay, today.
Yeah,
NBC Johnny. You got your welcome packet. I understand how it works. You just talked about subjectiveness. You're a subjective guy now, which I get. It makes sense. You got to be.
He said hypothetically if they played.
Yeah.
He didn't say on Labor Day weekend when they played.
No. I said you can choose your own adventure. Like, you could say, I think
Absolutely.
Notre Dame. I think that it would be a big paycheck and a big spread. Oh, wait, I said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah. All right.
We love you, Johnny. We get it. And the fact of the matter is, I don't think it's an NBC uniquely NBC situation.
I just want to give you shit.
I think Notre Dame, they are playing good football right now. They're playing better football than Miami is at the moment. That's fair. And the committee does take that into account. We've seen that in the past with a lot of decisions that they've made going into this time of year. So it's not a secret. But if that does happen, I will completely and totally side with Miami Hurricanes fans in that situation.
Yeah, you have to.
In that situation. Remember, Notre Dame's got to keep winning. They have to win out, and they have to win that game at Pittsburgh on Saturday, November 15th. And I expect that to be a big game feel out of Pitt, and that's a tough spot for Notre Dame. But I like CJ Carr and the way he's playing. And, for Notre Dame, the biggest thing right now is their kicking situation. Yeah. I mean, they exhausted 3 kickers on Saturday. So they need to find somebody who can kick the football.
Well, we'll ask college football question for me because you do cover the Big Ten. Is it truly, and I do think this is the case, that Ohio State, Indiana's very, very good. Indiana's probably the second best team. They might be number 1 ranked when you're listening to this. I think Ohio State is that much better than everyone else. And we've asked this question to everyone who covers college football. Is this Ohio State team better than last year's Ohio State team?
Without question.
Oh!
I like they are. Because that defense is just filthy. I mean, Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, and it's the Patricia factor's real. And to me, I mean, they protect Julian Sand. And as a result, when you have, guys, it is crazy to say this, okay? Jeremiah Smith has 26 touchdowns in 24 football games. He has 26 touchdowns in 24 football games. He shows up and it's 7-0, if not 14-0 before you've snapped the ball, and they don't allow points. Mm-hmm. What have they've only allowed 53 points thus far this season, around that number? I mean, come on. How do you score on them? The only formula that I would love to just see, and I because I'm curious, I want to see, and we'll see it. I think we could see it in the playoff. I mean, hell, we saw in the national championship game. Notre Dame went right down the field and scored a touchdown. And then for the better part of the game from there, Ohio State dominated the line of scrimmage. But to me, it's like there's no game pressure on Ohio State. There's none, because they can fall back on their defense. And Sayan's smart. Like, Sayan's not getting enough credit. He's smart enough to know if I don't make mistakes, we're going to beat virtually anybody. So, Big Cat, I believe that they are. I believe that they're destined to be in the national championship game at the very least. But it is amazing because, you sit here and we love everything, all the twists and turns with this sport. And the fact is, I didn't feel it last year when they won it all. I didn't. I was a little contrarian when they went and won it all. But now I feel it more this year. I'm not saying there's any job on the line, but I'm just saying you got to go into the big house and win that football game.
Yes.
Because you won a national championship, this you got to get the burden off your back of getting owned in this rivalry in recent years. And Michigan's still tough, and they do have a formula, and they'll have the crowd on their side and all that. That's the next thing that I've got circled. But yeah, Ohio State has absolutely just dominated their way through this thing because they play smart football, and they got the best defense. They got one of the best defenses we've seen in the last 25 years in college football.
If you get in the red zone, you don't score on them. It's crazy. It's nuts to watch.
Do you think that there's a chance that obviously Indiana looks like they'll win out? Ohio State, very likely they could win out as well. They'll play each other. Is there a chance that the loser of that game does not get a bye, does not become one of the top 4 seeds?
I would think that it would depend on what the game looks like what the score looks like. Is it a 35-point game? And then has there been reason to believe that there's somebody else that should jump? But I kind of liken it to and it's only because of the sample size. We also haven't had this in college football, right? Where they actually reward the 4 best. But even when Auburn was struggling last year, they still got a 1 seed because they had built up so much rapport. And I do think there's a world where that committee shows up on Saturday morning and says, unless there's an injury or something that is really just catastrophic for either side, we believe in their value as a top 4 team. Also, we don't want to stay up until 11:45 and meet in the conference room again.
Yeah.
They're going to be a top 4 team. So if Ohio State and Indiana go in there, there's always a sliver, but my answer is I don't see either one of those teams not in the top 4.
We'll get back to John Fanta in a second. Before we do, he's brought to you by our great friends over at Experian. Some listeners may be looking for a travel credit card so they can maximize rewards on their trip to London for the Super Bowl, Hank. Others might be looking for a cash back card to help pay doctor's bills because their ankle will never heal. No matter what type of card you're looking for, Experian can show you personalized credit card offers based on your credit profile. Even better, cards labeled no ding decline won't hurt your credit scores if you're not approved, so you can apply with confidence. Did anyone here know that if you apply for a card and you're declined that it could hurt your credit score? A lot of people don't, but it can. That's why we need Experian. It's like having a financial coordinator in your pocket, minus the headset. Take control of your finances with your big financial friend Experian and find a card matched to you today. Download the Experian app now. And now, back to John Fanta.
All right, let's shift real quick to college basketball. It is back. We made it. I know this is your favorite time. I do love Feast Week. We're a couple weeks away. It's one of my favorite weeks of the year. Big picture going into the season. There's some really good teams. Give us your top 3 teams, and has it changed at all from watching on Monday night with Coach Pete in Arizona and how insanely good he was?
Reward them. Purdue, Houston, Arizona.
Wow.
My top 3 right here, right now. I'm buying the Coach Pete train, and I think Jaden Bradley is the perfect steadying the ship guy for Arizona basketball. And when you look at their pedigree, Tommy Lloyd has been
outstanding.
He has won close to 80% of the games that he's coached in, right around there. It's because his teams are just so loaded with talent. And Pete, his ability to just own the game was incredible, guys. I mean, that is just the second Big 12 freshman ever to have a stat line like that in their debut. You don't just come in and do that.
Yeah.
But they've got the right pieces in their front court. You know, I think a lot of people were concerned about how they would match up with Florida's front line. Forget about it. They're stacked with depth there, but they got as good a freshman as any in the country, and they've got the right guard in Bradley. Like, Brayton Burries was not particularly good in this opener, but I like his upside, and I think big picture he'll be all right. But Arizona is right there. Houston's not going anywhere. Like, Kelvin Sampson just got his 800th win, and he's driven to get back to that Final Four and fulfill his own destiny. Milos Uzan, Emmanuel Sharp, the freshman that people aren't talking about is Chris Senak. I think as he progresses along will be big time. And then, guys, there's no bigger story this year. You know, but we can get to it in a second on the freshman class is the biggest story. I can tell you why in a moment. But in terms of teams, the Final Four is in Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you guys have been doing your live shows at the Final Four. How much would you love a Final Four show from downtown Indy with Braden Smith, Fletcher Lawyer, Trey Kaufman-Wren, good guy, everybody's good guy, Matt Painter, and Purdue, potentially finally getting over the hump and winning it all? Like, Payne is one of the beloved guys in the sport. They've been so close. The Big Ten's trying to snap this title drought. This is as strong of a shot as any for that drought to end. And the Boilers have the pieces to cut down the nets and could do it in their home state. That gives me chills.
I don't like Purdue, so I don't want that to happen. But, yes, that would be a cool story for people who are romantic about college basketball.
If you're a Purdue hater, it could even be better. It could be Purdue losing in the championship game in Indy.
Yeah.
You have that upside, too.
They could get all the way there, and they could meet Dan Hurley in UConn again, and then there you go. I mean, that could also happen.
So when you're talking about freshmen, were you going to talk about Darren Peterson? Because I've read a lot about this Darren Peterson kid. And he looked really, really good the other night. Is he as good as I've heard that he is?
Yes. He can have a season like when Carmelo Anthony led Syracuse to a national championship.
That'd be a pretty good season.
That's the kind of impact Darren Peterson can have on Kansas. Because this Kansas team, around Darren Peterson, on paper, they've got some different things that I would look at and say, okay, I'm a little bit concerned about big picture, but Peterson makes them go. And Flory Badunga is a mobile postman who can cause problems for a defense. They brought in Melvin Council Jr. from St. Bonaventure. I really like him. They brought in Trey White from Illinois. I really like him. But it's not like Kansas sometimes has this luxury of toys, and you're just like, man, they're no longer hey, we just dominate the Big 12 Kansas. Houston's taken that torch. And Houston will win the Big 12 again, in my estimation. But Kansas has the most game-changing player out of the Big 12. Yes, even more so than A.J. DeBonsa. Mm-hmm. Like, Peterson for me he's won. He's won today. I think that he is just a super talent. And he and Bill Self, this is another storyline. Bill Self, we don't know how much longer he's going to coach. Had a bit of a health scare in the offseason. Coach Self, we love you. We're glad that you're back on the sidelines. You're a legend. You're a Hall of Famer. But we don't know how much longer he's going to go on the sidelines. What would it mean for him if he can get on one more Final Four run with this star-studded potential number one pick? And that's just it, guys. I'm telling you right now, college basketball is about to have extra juice. One, because you've got a lot of players who have stayed for the money, and that helped the sport the last couple of years. The three of us have talked about it. But when is college basketball at its absolute best? It's at its absolute best when people are talking about players who are leading title contenders and could also hear their name called as the number one, number two, number three picks in the NBA draft. The NBA draft could have the top 6 be college freshmen. Cameron Boozer is a winner. He's won everywhere he's gone, and he's on a team that could win it. Darren Peterson is too. A.J. DeBonsa as well, and now Koa Pete enters the conversation. So this freshman class, and I didn't even get to Mikel Brown in Louisville. Like the Louisville,
no, you
Kentucky
didn't. I was wondering if you were going to get to him.
Louisville, Kentucky's back. That rivalry is back.
I love that.
It's going to be bad blood. I'm telling you, the coaches will say publicly that they respect each other and that they love each other. These two coaches want to beat the hell out of each other. Pat Kelsey and Mark Pope quietly. There's some of this going on, and you're going to see that clash. That's next week. So get ready for a taste of that. Rivalry is back in a big damn way because Kentucky spent over $20 million on their roster, and Louisville, they spent a lot too, but Kelsey's got this. Kelsey's kind of this revolutionary, energetic presence. Brown's really good. And they've got a bunch of pieces around him that I think have a chance to shine. The Cardinals are here to stay, and so is Kentucky.
All right,
I'm
Max,
fired the hell up.
Max has a question for you that he would like to ask, and it's actually not about Kevin Willard, who was at your wedding. We should all make sure that we say that every single time. When he leaves Villanova in 3 years, you're going to come on this show and be like, don't worry, guys, he's actually a great guy. But either way,
It's not going to happen.
Max, you have a question for Johnny Football / basketball.
I think we're about 31 minutes into this interview. Yeah, we haven't had one mention of the Big East. Do you hate the Big East, and do you hate Italians now?
Do you see the subject matter, Max? I love the Big East and I love Italians. Are you kidding me? I'm sitting here in a hotel room in Omaha right now, getting ready to start our NBC Sports coverage of college basketball with Creighton and the South Dakota Coyotes on Wednesday night.
There we go.
And then I'm heading to Hartford on Friday to call the UConn game. And then Saturday, I'm at Mohegan Sun because we've got South Florida and George Washington. But then we've got Providence and Virginia Tech.
There we go.
And all the Friar faithful are going to make Mohegan Sun. They're going to be betting $100 on black and then going in the arena and they're going to be drinking and it's going to be crazy. So I love the Big East and I love Italians. I love meatballs. Meatballs, prayer, and hoops is where that was from this show. That's how that even became a thing. And I'm always indebted to the Big East. The Big East opened up a door for me out of college to get into college basketball, this glorious sport. And guys, this is the only league where a coach, Richard Pitino and Xavier, did you guys see this? They barely beat Marist. Mm-hmm. And Richard gives out grades for his performance. If you look at the first reply, it's from an account named Jerome Hunter Fan Club for a guy that played at Xavier now a couple years ago. And the guy says, Coach, I didn't drink as much, as I'd like to. My beer performance wasn't very good. Pitino replies immediately and says, do better next time out. Like, come on. That's this league in November. This league is 365 days a year basketball. It's always got a place at the table. And UConn and St. John's, I can't get through 3 minutes of a space without these two fan bases cursing each other out. Big Cat, I'm not kidding you. I am fully expecting, like, at the Garden and when the other matchups in Hartford, to a lesser degree because it's in Hartford and UConn fans just fill it up. But, like, I don't think that those two fan bases can sit near each other without a full-on brawl breaking out.
We got to do like European soccer where it's by section and have just security standing in between them.
The Red River Shootout where you got the two sides of the stadium.
Yeah.
And I love when I asked Dan Hurley about the rivalry and he doesn't shy away from it and looks into the camera and said, "There's tension." There's tension.
That's good.
Nice.
It's real. There's no love lost. It's real. And those two guys, remember, they're both in the top 5. Like we talked about all these national storylines. Max, you know this. Like right now, the UConn St. John's thing has never been hotter. And if you think that those two programs want the best for one another, I'm here to tell you, they'll be fine with them winning in non-con because it only bolsters them when they meet. But when they meet, it is going to be absolutely old school 80s type physicality, and college hoops needs that. They need the pettiness. They need the commentary because it helps the sport cut through and break through. It's a good thing. And that Pitino-Hurley rivalry, guys, that's as big a rivalry as you're going to see. Even if they deflect it, you can't deflect it. It's this UConn St. John's superiority thing, and St. John's swept UConn last year, but UConn won the last 2 national championships prior to that. So now you got this.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything about Kevin Willard and Villanova?
Well, I'd love to get Max's, I'd be curious to get his thought. But Max, I would say I was encouraged by the opener because I thought that could go sideways and they could end up, that could be a double-digit loss. That's a no-harm loss to BYU, and Bryce Lindsey looked terrific. What did you think?
First half looked like it could have been ugly, but I think Willard got them in a right headspace going into the second half, and then Bryce Lindsey caught fire, and that's all we needed. The thing that I was most encouraged about is the thing that most Villanova fans were scared of going into this season is that the front court is pretty weak, and rebounding against a team as athletic as BYU, and then out rebounding them last night meant that Kevin Willard just got the boys ready to go for that game. They were out hustling, they were out working BYU, which is encouraging to see because it's not something that we have seen a lot of the past couple of years. And at least we didn't have the guys to finish that game, but they were ready to play, I thought.
Yeah. Okay. Good, Max.
And Willard was committed with his rotation in the second half. Caden Lewis did sit down. He's good. I think he could be a one.
Yeah, he's got to be
freshman.
better. Caden Lewis has got to be better than last night, but first game.
And he will, and I think he will be, and I think you'll see them progress. And I actually think that they are going to be. I think they'll be bubbly, Max, but I think they could be on the right side of the bubble after watching them last night.
Ooh, bubbly.
That would be a win. That would be a win. That would be
Bubbly
a
Nova,
successful season.
I like bubbly Nova.
Maybe first 4 out for Nova.
That would be huge.
No, that would not be huge.
Dude, first 4 out.
No, I'm kind of thinking last 4 in for Nova right
Last
now.
4 in.
No, disagree. My bracketology, I actually just did my bracketology before we started this conversation. I don't have any teams listed except for Villanova in my first 4 out section.
I have Miami in my first 4 out.
Okay,
Yeah.
first 4 out. All right, Johnny, I got one last question for you. This has always been great. We'll have you on throughout the course of the year. Love that college basketball is back. It's a rowback question. RHOBACK.com, promo code TAKE, 20% off your first purchase. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts. Rowback.com, promo code TAKE. I got to give you a minute. Brownies, give it to us.
Oh, I was going to say to you, I'm so glad you didn't ask me about them, but that's why this is the rowback question.
You have to.
Oh my gosh. I mean, here's the thing with this situation. Okay. I am heading to MetLife on Sunday. I'm going to this game between the Browns and the Jets because my wife, when the schedule came out, she said, we need to go to the game. I was like, okay, fun family Sunday. Could go to a farm or a pumpkin patch. No, let's head and watch these two go up against each other, Aaron Glenn and Kevin Stefanski. I mean, it's literally now with what the Jets did at the trade deadline, this is probably it's as close to like an XFL type of game that you're going to probably see in the National Football League. It just is. I mean, here's the thing. The one thing that makes me, and you guys have baited me into this, the one thing that makes me, and now I'm biting the fishing rod. The thing that makes me more annoyed than anything is when there are people out there who say that the Browns are sabotaging Shedeur Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They drafted him. Mm-hmm. They called and drafted him. They took him in the NFL draft. Also, I'm 30. I have not had one stable quarterback presence. And Baker is now, but Baker went through multiple teams before he got to this level, and he wasn't stable. And that's also on the Browns. Like there's three sides to every story. Both sides are at fault for that. But my point is, I have never had a stable quarterback in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think that if this guy could have an iota of playmaking and leadership and presence, then he would have gotten into the game by now?
Yeah, it's a good point.
It's fair.
It's not like we're talking about some rich competition with people slinging it. And I went to training camp and I watched Dylan Gabriel throw. And the moment I watched him throw, I'm like, look, the kid seems nice and mature, but nice and mature does not equivocate to winning football games. And I'm watching him and I'm like, he's just not big enough to play the position in the National Football League. The fact that Sanders hasn't gotten in yet pretty much says it all about Sanders. Mm-hmm. I hope that look, at this point, I want to see him play because everything about this conversation every single week, it's become stale and nauseating and I'm tired. And The Browns are so limited. They don't have a wide receiver. Like Jerry Jeudy's not a wide receiver 1 or 2 right now. He's just not. And I think the frustrating thing is you get the Myles Garrett payday, and now every week Myles Garrett's saying, like, this is what's wrong with us. It's like, Myles, I love you, but, like, you knew what you were signing up for. You got to be a leader. Like, you're a great player, Myles. You're a Hall of Famer. I love you. But, guys, they need a total reset. They're going to have to get a complete reset. I don't know what the owner thinks, but I'm here to tell you right now, the writing's on the wall. The Browns, they've got 8 of the top 150 draft picks in the next draft. They can't have the people who have made the picks in the past make them again. They need to take out the shovel, or not shovel. They need to bring in like the stadium detonation crew. The whole thing's got to come down, and you got to get new people in there. That's the end of story. And as for Shedeur Sanders, guys, I hope I see him this Sunday at MetLife, because every week, Kat and PFT, every week these people say the Browns are ruining. The Browns are this. Okay, just play it. What do you have to? You have nothing to lose, and I'm here to watch it.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I think it's worth just taking a look and seeing what you got. But yeah, the preseason discourse of the offensive line isn't blocking for Shedeur. You don't believe that? That sounded legit to me when I heard that. I was like, yeah, these guys are trying to make an NFL roster, but they also have the opportunity to make Shedeur look silly, so they're probably going to go with the silly option.
They drafted him, and people were like, "Oh, they're sabotaging." They're the ones who picked him. And people are like, well, he could be situationally better somewhere else. Where? Mm-hmm. Colorado? I hope he pans out. I do. Guys, like, there's going to be Twitter that reacts to this. There's going to be somebody on Twitter that says, Fanta hates Shedeur. No. I literally pray every night. I pray for my son, my wife, and the Browns to find a damn quarterback. And if Shedeur Sanders, if he goes in there and actually slings it, then the house cleaning I talked about, it should happen like during the game. Because that means that you put Dylan Gabriel. Remember, they drafted Gabriel in the 3rd round. That, to me, that's the biggest, because Gabriel probably would have been there in the 5th round. They drafted him in the 3rd round of the National Football League draft. And then Flacco goes to Cincinnati and he's putting up over 40 points. I can't wrap my head around. They were in the playoffs less than 24 months ago, and now they're back to square one.
Yeah.
This is my life as a football fan. It's why I've been relatively quiet this season, because I'm out of words.
I think maybe what the Browns need to do is they need to have different guys draft offensive players and defensive players. It's a different skill set. You guys are really good at drafting defense.
Yep.
Right? You don't want to miss out on that. Right now, I think you've got a great defense. I think that the defense right now, it's like, yeah, if I'm looking at the Browns as a 3-4 year project, I could see them being good in a couple of years. But then I remind myself they would need to draft some guys on offense too, and that's not really. I guess they can draft running backs.
There's two sides to the ball, to the game.
Yeah, just bring in a quarterback guy. Yeah, bring in a quarterback guy.
We haven't had a kicker, and I mean, we just cannot. It's guys, pray for me. I can't. Sunday. I feel like I'm going to church with these Jet fans. Like I'm going to reach across the aisle and give them a hug. We're all in this together. That Browns Jets game. I know you two are avid football viewers and you love it. I can't wait to get any sort of in-game feel update vibe from. You're going to have to keep an eyeball at times on what's happening within that game.
Oh, we'll have it on TV. We have it on we have every game on in the cave. It will probably be the side TV. But yeah, we'll have it on.
Instead of the national anthem, they should do "Peace Be With You." Yeah.
I can't believe you're going to that game. Are you bringing? It's supposed to be raining and like miserable.
Oh, my son is not coming. My son is not coming.
Okay,
my wife really wanted to go, and I've got a buddy coming in from Cleveland, so it's one of those things where this is. But you ever set something on the calendar in the sports world?
Yep.
And well, you know what, guys? I will wake up Sunday morning. This is the power of the National Football League. Mm-hmm. We will all wake up on Sunday morning and hope springs eternal. Mm-hmm. It's amazing how it does that on a Sunday morning. You get in the shower and you just feel like, you know what? Today could be the day. Today could be the day I find something out I didn't know yet about my team.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could.
You're right.
You could. I think you could win that game. So,
all right. Yeah, we could, but it could cost us whatever. We probably could. I can't believe we beat the Packers. The Packers have had the strangest season at this point.
Yeah.
How strange has today's season been?
Yeah, 2 really bad losses on there.
Yep, and a tie.
And a tie to Dallas, who stinks.
Yeah, it is. It's a very bizarre season for the Packers. They're seemingly a good team, but they then have dropped these wild games. All right, Johnny, you're the best. We love you. And have fun at Creighton. Have fun at MetLife. You're going to Hartford on Friday? You're everywhere.
So Hartford Friday, and then here we go. Mohegan Sun Saturday. We got South Florida. Brian Hodgson has the American. They could win the American. It's them in Memphis. USF could win it. They're taking on George Washington. The Revolutionaries, they have a team that's dangerous. Watch out for George Washington and the Atlantic 10. A-10 could get a couple bids this year. In our second game, we have Providence and Virginia Tech. Both teams look like dark horses in their respective leagues, the Big East and the ACC. Then, guys, and I'm excited about this. I'm hopping in the car from Mohegan Sun. I'm driving to the studio Saturday night. We've got Notre Dame and Navy, but you can bet your tail I'll have your game break updates and some stuff at the half, and we'll have you covered on NBC for the Irish and Navy.
I love it. I love it. Well, John, you're the best. We love you having you on, and we'll talk soon. And also, next time, if you're ever in Chicago again and you don't at least text, I will be. He came here a couple weeks ago, not even a text. I don't need you to come by. I need you to text and just be like, hey, I'm around.
If you got a layover at O'Hare.
Just text. Just send a text, a courtesy text.
We're going to make it happen. I early gaze without knowing anything. Sir, I believe February I will be in the Chicago area, right, and great. You have my word. You won't just get a text. You may very well get a visit. As long as
yeah. And if we're on vacation, the second week of February, I'm going to cancel my vacation.
Yeah, I will too. Cancel the vacation.
Okay, well, be careful on that. I don't want you to do any of that. But I love you guys and love the show and appreciate our friendship. And you know what? Like you guys do, we always have fun talking. Like I freaking love. It's really been fun to jump into college football, and I love college sports. You can talk about all the chaos, all that stuff. That's the beauty in it. The beauty is sometimes in the disaster, and it's not a disaster to me. It's the best. So I appreciate you guys for having me. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, John. We'll talk to you later.
Johnny Fanta was brought to you by McDonald's and their all-new Buffalo Ranch sauce. The new Buffalo Ranch sauce has arrived. It pairs perfectly with your snack wrap, your McCrispy sandwich, and McCrispy strips. It's got the tangy zang of buffalo with the creamy cool of mild ranch. It's mild and wild at the same time. It's a sauce that balances itself and complements our crispy chicken. Listen, you had me at ranch. Then you did the spicy ranch with the buffalo, and now it's just perfect. It's going to be so good. I can't wait to get it on my snack wrap, on my McCrispy sandwich. I can't wait to dip the McCrispy strips into the new Buffalo Ranch sauce at McDonald's. It's a new sauce in town at McDonald's. Tangy, creamy Buffalo Ranch. Available for a limited time at participating McDonald's while supplies last.
What the fuck?
We got some breaking moves right now. Memes. Sauce Gardner has been traded to the Indianapolis Colts.
Rap sheet reported it.
Ian Rappaport.
Whoa. Damn. Memes? Thoughts?
Wait, what?
Oh, that's those are the thoughts.
This is actually the start of a bad.
Yeah.
This is not going to be good. Sauce just tweeted out, New York, it's been real.
Oh, man. Memes, what are your thoughts?
I don't know.
So this is going to be at the end of the show. We're about to do Pardon Your Takes. You'll probably hear more. You probably already heard good thoughts from Memes. This is just straight up. We recorded part of the show at the beginning of the day. This is as natural as go Savage mode. Memes.
I don't know.
What are you going to say?
He's in shock.
I don't know.
You got to see the deal. You got to see what you got.
They had him signed till 2030.
Yeah, so you might have gotten a haul for him.
Great move by the Colts.
2 first-round picks. That's a lot. You got a lot for him.
2 first-round picks is a lot. That's a rebuild. Doesn't he love golf too much?
He does love golf.
Right? Theme of the day? Oh, man. 2 first-round picks is good, memes. Memes. Come. Well, he's not even talking. He's just got his stuff.
This wasn't even that. That just means everybody's available. That's not good. That's not good.
Patriots need to get Brees.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes, memes. That was good.
That's mean.
No, he's right. You do need to shut the fuck up.
I think this is good for the. This is good for the rebuild, dude.
2 first-rounders, memes. You can do a lot with that.
What if you just collect all of the first rounders? You get all of them.
You get the whole first round. Dude, this is actually good for you. You're not going to be good for a couple years, right?
Right.
So now you can go so much defense. And you get like a really good cornerback.
That
That's
was
me
fucked
too.
up. That was
me.
fucked
That
up.
was me.
That was
Sorry.
fucked up.
Sorry.
Memes, think about it this way. You got 2 first-round picks. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
It sounds like a good haul. Also, Sauce being on the Colts, there's a good chance that he can then defeat Hank's Patriots in the playoffs. For you.
Yeah.
Also, what if Daniel Jones
But-
becomes Daniel Jones again? Those picks could be really good picks.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Yeah,
They
we
beat
want
the-
now
they beat
means
the
we can
Patriots
root.
then it's-
Now we're talking this out.
Big Cat's right. Means we want the Colts to tank.
Yeah. You
So
you just root
we're
for Daniel
aligned.
Jones
We're
to be
aligned.
Daniel Jones
Yeah.
again, either this year or next year, and you could have a top 10 pick.
Yep.
Yeah. This is sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, it sucks.
People heard memes explain it better at the beginning of the show. You did do a better job. You were a lot more.
I think there was a bigger argument.
There was a bigger argument.
Yeah.
Okay. Pardon your take.
Part of your take, the NFL has conspired with all kickers to suck for the Falcons, and they won't allow them to sign Rodrigo Blankenship because he would put them over the top.
Oh,
That's
that,
the missing piece.
did Rodrigo write that?
Yeah.
I think he might have.
I think he did.
That's definitely, yeah.
Rodrigo,
Agreed.
th-
Rodrigo,
Thanks for listening to the show. We're big fans of you.
we're huge fans.
Come on the pod sometime. We'd love to have you on.
Great take.
That's the one.
I think most people were like, hey, where's my Rodrigo take? There it is.
The one thing the Falcons have been missing is Blankenship. We've been saying that. I do think that any kicker that wears that uniform, like you have to overcome a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Either bring back Younghoe Koo, or I think they were going to sign Zane, right?
Yeah.
I think they were going to sign Zane. He's good.
Have you seen his? He does a video every week, and it's like making this video until I get signed by another NFL team, and then he's like, I will be making the longest field goals of the week until somebody signs me.
Oh, Zane does that?
No, Rodrigo does that.
Oh.
So that's probably
Yeah.
If this isn't actually Rodrigo, it's somebody who's
watching-
watching those videos.
Yeah.
It's
being
Rodrigo,
like-
dude.
You know what? You know what I
come
might do? I might do that same weekly video, the shortest field goal of the week. I'll make it every week. That's a guarantee. First try.
What I might do is I might do a video of me watching Rodrigo do his video and then tell people to sign Rodrigo.
Reacts.
Yeah.
A reaction video. What was the shortest field goal last week? Probably like 27 yards? 30 yards? Yeah. Yeah.
You got that.
Yeah.
You just love things that are short.
Oh. Damn, that was good. Wait, but wait. That's like,
You love yourself.
I love myself.
You love
in
yourself.
this. Yeah. It's
I love myself.
We promote self-love.
We do.
What's that song? Hey, I love myself. I don't know that song.
And I don't mean anybody else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think Memes wrote this one. Hey, Badger Cat, Duke PFT, and Spartan Hank. Comebacks are not as impressive as... I don't know, Spartan.
I don't know where he became Michigan State, but I like it.
Throughout the winding journey of this podcast, I don't recall you ever being...
I
was there
think
for a
there
week,
was.
yeah.
He did do one thing.
Well,
Go
no, Big
ahead.
Ten, my Big Ten journey.
Yeah.
Comebacks are not as impressive as everyone says they are. It's the team that is down's fault that they are down. Comebacks are just wins the same way that any other win is a win. Specifically, I hate the glazing over the Patriots coming back from down 28-3. It's Tom Brady's fault that they scored their 3 points through almost 3 quarters. It's bogus as hell that he gets more credit when he's the one that put them in the spot. That is a take.
That is a take.
Talk
like,
about partying your take.
like comebacks actually suck.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's like Brett Favre used to be down because he was playing bad, and then he would have a game-winning drive. It's like, holy shit. Well, yeah, he's kind of right.
He did it
like
again.
You could have just played. You could have just played like you played in the fourth quarter. In the first quarter, you never would have had to do it.
So
The Broncos 33 points in the fourth quarter is that impressive? Why not just score a few points in the first half and you don't have to score 33?
by the same token, would you say that blowing a comeback actually isn't that bad because you got the lead in the first place?
Yeah.
You'd have to say both, right? Mm-hmm. So you have to say like Dan Quinn, great job in that Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Awesome he outcoached Bill Belichick
For
in
a
Super Bowl.
majority of the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Over half the game.
I think you'd have to. I do like the take though.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good take.
Weird take. Why the fuck don't 2-point conversion stats count? If
I
a
agree.
QB throws an interception on a 2-point conversion, they should be dinged for an interception.
I agree.
Sacks, fumbles, etc. Quite possibly the dumbest shit ever, and it's right in front of our faces. That guy lost
Fantasy.
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 But you do get
No,
credit.
no, no, no.
You
You get
do
it.
get
in
credit.
fa- That guy had a receptions
Yes.
prop
Yes.
that didn't count.
Yes.
Because that is bullshit. I am 1,000% on this guy's side.
Yeah.
It's meaningful into the game. That's more meaningful than like a random.
You should count it as
2-yard
a
catch on
reception,
a
but you
third
shouldn't
and
get a
10.
touchdown.
Also, walks should count towards total bases.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes.
That's
Also
a
that.
crazy one.
Although that would fuck with all of the other, like the juice on all of the.
Okay,
that,
fine, but still.
I do.
Shohei got on base 9 times.
I relearn that every single year in baseball, betting on baseball.
Walks don't count.
They don't. But I agree with this guy. It should be its own
just
category.
wants it for betting, yeah.
It should be 2-point conversion.
Yeah, but no, the reception should count.
Yeah, the
yards
reception
should
counts.
count.
I'm waiting for the 1-point safety.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
All right, last one. Sup, boys. Why don't teams use a big boy as running back at the goal line anymore? I.e., the Bears using the fridge in the 85 Super Bowl. Hand the ball to your biggest guy and let them bulldoze defenders into the end zone. Speed.
I agree. Listen, fullbacks, I love fullbacks, and I think that there's a place for them in the game. Patrick Ricard, Derrick Henry's rushing yards went way up when he got back, although Ricard got pushed around a little bit this past weekend, but that's fine. He'll bounce back from it. But I agree. I think that
We tried, though. The Bears tried, and they fumbled. Doug Kramer.
yeah, there should be more big boys that get touchdowns right up the gut. Like there's no room in this league for a TJ Duckett anymore.
Did you see what the Seahawks did on the kickoff against the Commanders? They put
Yeah.
2 300-pounders and then immediately caused a fumble.
Yeah.
Just big guys running down the field.
Yeah, who's the biggest guy we got? I guess Matlock.
Desmond Watson,
Yeah,
or whatever his name is. Is that his name?
Desmond Watson.
Is that his name?
Talking about practice squad.
Yeah.
Weight loss.
Whoa.
Yes.
But, I mean, a guy that's running with a football.
Yeah. Let him out there. Peneso would be an awesome back.
He would be great. Yeah.
Okay. Good show, boys. Oh, more breaking moves?
Yeah. Live Golf is expanding to 72 hole tournaments starting next year.
That did not
Wait,
that did not warrant a breaking move.
I thought that there was
Take
like
it back. Take the cow back.
I thought there was an NFL trade.
Take the cow back. That did not warrant. And that also probably isn't even news. It was probably Hank's Live Golf Connect texted him. Was like,
just
hey,
broke.
Hey, I'm going to give you $1,000. Can you pretend it's breaking news?
I don't think that counts as news.
No. Take the cow back.
Do the breaking moose sound, and then we'll reverse it.
No,
in the
he knows
audio.
how to reverse it. He's reversed it before.
That's breaking
Reverse
news.
it.
That is
Reverse
not-
the cow.
That's
Do
breaking
it.
moves.
Reverse the cow.
Who are the 4 aces?
Actually, that was better.
Who are the 4 aces?
No, I'm not. No, we're not talking news. We're not talking news. Numbers.
Also, it's Roman numerals for 54. Are they going to change the name?
I don't know. Who
Wait,
cares? We're not talking
what
about
is
it.
72?
Move on. Move
What-
on. Move on. Move
what's
on.
sev-
Hank's got us
72?
there. We can't talk about it.
What's
We can't.
72 in Roman
We
numerals?
Yeah,
can't
no,
talk
it's an
about it.
interesting storyline that's just broke on the internet, but yeah, God forbid.
Interesting storyline. that
What's
just
next?
broke.
They're gonna wear pants now.
Music.
LXXII.
That sounds good.
Lexi,
Yeah.
the new golf league.
Okay. Let's finish up with our lottery ball. Today's lottery ball segment is brought to you by Jackpocket, America's #1 lottery app. With Jackpocket, you can order official lottery tickets right from your phone. Everyone's talking about the Mega Millions jackpot this week. Just a few taps and you're in the game. Don't miss your chance. New Jackpocket customer who use code PMT2 and opt in. We'll get $5 in free lottery tickets. Go get your ticket on Jackpocket today. Numbers.
3.
1 for Sauce Gardner. Oh man, he's mad. That was you. That was mean what you did.
I mean, he was mean to me.
Yeah, you're right.
Better
How?
not leave your keys out.
Oh, what is that supposed to mean?
What? Fill your car up with jelly beans.
Oh,
He's gonna steal your car.
that I'm giving you full permission to do that as a PMTV.
I'll take my car back.
Well, I'll take my car
You
back.
can't do that.
What'd you
I
sell?
made $1. I have $2.
That's bullshit.
Made
I'm 100% profit.
You got to sell it to Zach next, memes, for $3. Just keep passing around the car. All right, what's everyone's number? I have 1.
That's also not true because Hank gave him $2,000
True.
to take.
2,500.
Oh, you still haven't gotten it fixed, right?
No.
So I sold Hank my old car for $1. Did I get in the car accident?
No, I
you
literally
did.
the week before I gave it to Memes, I fucking backed into a pole in my garage.
And then you gave it to memes, and you said,
happens.
"Here's $2,000 to fix it," and it's still not fixed.
Yeah.
That was what, 4 years ago?
3, yeah.
3 years ago.
Yeah, but I put a lot of money into it. Hank gave me it without oil.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
That's got to be
That's
worth
also
$2,500.
Probably not
did-
true.
No, it's very true. The guy was like, "This is black." It did some damage to the inside.
Memes. I'm seeing.
That was
it
probably
wasn't
Big
just an
Cat.
oil change.
That was not Big Cat because I changed my oil religiously.
Same.
No, you didn't.
Memes. I'm seeing a lot of positive reaction for this trade.
Yeah, it's good.
Everyone's saying, "Good job, Jets."
What's your number, everyone? Say your number.
77.
39.
44.
Memes, you have to say a number.
86.
Thinking.
99.
I was gonna say that.
You want it?
55?
You can do 2 for 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
Get his ass, Memes.
23. Want to do one more?
Anyone do 23?
We'll do one more. Everyone keep
77.
their number. Everyone say your number again. 1.
3.
8.
55.
39.
What did you
No,
say?
no,
What
no,
did you say,
Memes,
Hank?
memes,
I said 3.
memes. You changed your number just now.
I don't
I
think you
didn't
picked one.
have a number.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, he never
Oh, so
had
that
a
one,
number.
that one didn't count.
No.
Okay, so we got to
No. It counted. Counts as a pick for me.
we got to reset.
No pick. No pick counts as a pick.
Oh, what's that one?
3. No, it's 34. All right, memes. What is your number?
8.
Okay.
Wait.
Everyone else
I don't
has
know.
their
It
number.
says it right there.
You going the Zach method?
Yeah, 8 for PFT.
77.
Oh, so close, meme. 6.
It looks a lot like an 8.
6.
You should have picked 6.
Damn, that's the one I went on.
Shit. You want to do one more, memes?
It says 8 right there.
No.
Do one more. We'll do one
6.
more. Everyone's got to keep their numbers. What is their numbers? I'm 1.
55.
77. Memes is 8.
Yep.
I actually might be rooting for memes right now.
It'd be awesome.
20.
Love you guys.